What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well today. Okay, what's up? What's up, ALB? I super appreciate you, brother. And Jake. Really good to see you. Really good to see you. I hope everybody's having a great day. Whether you're off today, whether you celebrate today, it being Juneteenth or Freedom Day. I hope it's an amazing one. And I hope you are continuing to get everything that you set out to get. What's up, Matt? How you doing, bud? Hope you're doing well. Likewise, brother. Appreciate that, man. I will say that I have a lot to talk about. And some really hard things to talk about, too, because honestly, I feel like I failed in some way. And I'm going to explain the reasons as to the why. But I do want to give a huge shout out to my support system. The ones that are just always there for me. I super appreciate you. As well as, you know, I see it like putting up with me sometimes. I can get very grumpy, and I wanted to share that today and be a little vulnerable and give everybody just a solemn reminder about a few things. And maybe if you are going through something similar, you can use this as a tool or guidance to help you overcome what it is that you're facing. So, really appreciate you. Send you my number. I appreciate that, Al. Truly. What is this? A stream at a decent hour? Blasphemy. Well, I wanted to make sure that I support those that support me. And there's a few people that are going to be streaming a little bit later, and I missed too many streams already, so I want to make sure that I'm there for them. Plus, you know, a couple other things. I've had today off. I am feeling a little tired. It's going to get up to like 113 today. And so the heat's got me a little bit draggy. I was just out in it. Luckily and thankfully, Mike was able to come and take me around places, so super appreciate him as well. And yesterday was just one of those days. So if I could, I'm just going to get that out real quick. And while I do, I'll solve this. It was just one of those days, and it was actually a pretty decent day. It was a pretty decent day at work. It wasn't too bad, and I got everything all set up, ready to go. Clocked out at a little bit later than normal, but that's normal. But at the same time, it was just like things kept kind of getting in the way, and though I felt kind of very accomplished, there was only one thing that I really wanted to do after work, and that was relax and eat, and maybe have myself a fine beverage to end the day. And has anybody ever faced those times where we might feel maybe even just a little, I don't know, entitled sometimes? Like, we'll say things like, nothing is going my way. I said it myself. I said it yesterday, multiple times. I just don't like when things don't go my way. And this is, as much as it's understandable, it's very selfish. It's a very selfish thing to say. And so I was being mildly selfish, but sometimes we need to be. Sometimes we need to be selfish. Never only thing I feel entitled to is the high chair. Only thing I feel entitled to is the high chair. That's funny. That is funny. Love you early, love you late. Love always. Love and Nate. You and Nate. Oh, getting your little, getting your little poetry on there, Matt. That was sweet. I appreciate it, and I love all of you as well. And what I can say is this. I just wanted to get a beverage at a cheap price, and so I put in my order, and suddenly I get this notification, and they said they don't have what you want. And that's quite alright. I was trying to get there myself yesterday. And I said, okay, whatever, just bring me whatever. And so they go, no, they don't have any. You know, they've got a 6-pack for like $25. Like, no. And I asked them to cancel my order. Just cancel my order. It was the only reason I put the order in. And they said, all right, but we still have to charge you for it. And I said, all right, fine, just bring me my dinner. Alcohol. That's funny. So they brought it to me. I still found it very, like, just like it was the one thing I wanted. I didn't really need to spend the money that I had to spend to get this dinner without the beverage. And so I was just feeling a little meh about it. And so I sat there contemplating, like, do I put in another order? And eventually I just kind of did. But it was like everything else from that moment on just seemed to just not go my way. And I just wanted to kind of take a second and remind a lot of myself, as well as some of you, that it's okay if things don't go your way. Not everything is meant to go our way. We just want things to go the way that's going to be easiest for us. We're just the ones that want to make sure I can get my vices so that I can relax and be normal. And so there was a lot of things, and I was grumpy for no reason. And even many of you right now are thinking, like, really, that's a really weird thing to be, you know, mildly upset about. And I was, admittedly, and that's okay. It's okay to not be okay sometimes, and I want to thank those that did try to help. And now that's another good reminder, because sometimes in those instances you don't really know what you need, and yet everybody is trying to get you what you need, and that's appreciated. But solutions in a situation and support, two different things. And I just want to say thank you to all of you for always having my back, for always believing in ghosts. But I don't know, I feel like I failed in the mental fortitude department yesterday. Like, maybe I just need to take a break. And I almost came live last night, and I was in no condition to come live last night, and I slept on it, and I decided to get on early this morning. So yeah, it was a weak moment for me, and I feel still awful about it. But it's a good reminder that just because you're down doesn't mean that you can't get back up from that. And so I think having the day off kind of helped a little bit, as well as being able to get around and go to the store and just pick up my own stuff. And thanks again, Mike, for that, because I wasn't fixing to walk around in 113 degree temperature. So for that, I super appreciate everybody being there, and understand that I am strong so far as I can be, and we're all our own worst enemy. But I figured after I get this solved, what we can do is I'm going to I'm actually going to draw something tonight, courtesy of ALB. I think he asked me to draw a ghost, and I think I'm gonna. So I'm gonna get my drawing on. There's been a few drawing inspirations out there. There's been a radio trainer who's been hard at work creating some absolutely beautiful masterpieces, and Emmanuel Moraes definitely coming through with some artistic ability, and so many others that I've seen, and inspired me to get to drawing again. So, man, I'm missing a lot. I miss drinking, going to the hospital twice. Somebody taught me a lesson. That's a good lesson to learn. I had my military friend with me, and the server asked me, he was military, and only gave a discount to the drink she got. She complained and got everything for free. Kev, everyone's emotions are valid, understandable though. We judge, we're all human. Appreciate that, Alice. You're a sweetheart. Waitress is rude AF and only gave her 10%. Every day is a blessing. Glad that you're a part of the day. I appreciate that as well, Aunt. Don't be weak. We always get accustomed to good things. We always need to know lows to truly appreciate the highs. You know, maybe that's what I was trying to say, because we can't have our highs without our lows sometimes, right? In fact, some might say that our highs can't exist unless there were lows. And those are very wise words, and in fact, that actually just sparked an idea. And And I'd appreciate the patience with me while I, one, get this done. Two, I think I'm going to read a poem to start before we start getting into some things. And just that reminder, as well as that way that Mr. Edgar Guest just put things into words and makes them just sound so, you know, kind of like taking your thoughts right out of your mind and putting them on paper, which is what we all try to do with poetry. But when somebody does it so clean already, I'm drunk, so I'm wise. That's funny. And 1, 2, 3. That should be solved. When I'm drunk, I'm emotional. I get happy when I drink. But I've also, like many of you, lived through those moments where I drink to get drunk. And I want to remind us all that sometimes that's not what it's about. And I don't drink to get drunk anymore, although I do know why, and I know my limits, and I'll hit that limit, and I will be done, and I'm pretty fun. But I like to think I'm kind of fun all the time, so. A lot of days, and it's not your weakness when you show emotions. I mean, you're a very strong man or human for being able to show the emotions and not weakness, fam. Thanks so much for that. Hey, what's going on, son? I miss you. I wish you were here. It's really good to see you. Really good to see you, son. Hope you didn't get to hear me blabbering. But, yeah, we're going to get into a ghost, but I wanted to start off with a poem real quick, so if you'll all amuse me here. As well as I want all of you to, after I'm done or while I'm going, just tell me if this sounds familiar. Like, have you heard this somewhere before? Because I feel like I've heard this somewhere before. And it's called Keep Going by Edgar Guest. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, and the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure turns about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up, though. The pace seems low. You may succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than it seems to a faint and faltering man. Often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup. And he learned too late, when the night slipped down, how close he was to the golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are. It may be near, but it seems afar. So, stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem worst that you mustn't quit. That you mustn't quit. So, yeah, it just sounded very familiar to me. I mean, it could very well be that I read this poem on here before, so. It's your birthday? And it's Men's Mental Health Awareness, and it's Freedom Day as well, Juneteenth. Congratulations, Matt, that's awesome. Happy birthday, Alice. Indeed, happy born day. Antalgic, all month is my birthday, thank you. Oh, it's your birthday month, I got you. That poem is speaking the truth, exactly. Exactly. And, you know, I'm definitely hits close to home, and that's okay for me too. That is all right for me too. But someone asked me to draw a ghost, and I think we're going to draw a ghost. And I have this huge sketch pad here to draw said ghost, and yet I don't think I have enough room in front of the camera without knocking a bunch of stuff down. Wondrous month of existence. Yes, I'm in birthday month. My favorite month other than August. Why is August your favorite month? Is that the kiddo's birthday? Nate, where you at? Get on that camera. Nate isn't here, or else he absolutely would be. But I reckon you and I can talk, Nate, and see if we can coordinate something, because you should be able to pop on here with me from where you are. but we gotta get clearance and all that. So, Matt, I respect that. I respect that as well. Other, yes. Come on. I'm trying to find an energy that would kind of stand out, because I think I'm going to draw it on an energy card. Nah. Let's get it. If we're going to do it, we're going to go all out. And this is what we have for Saturday. We got some Korean Dark Phantasm. We're going to rip open that whole thing and give away most everything, actually. Yeah, real early streaming. May I make a special appearance sometime in July? You may. Yes, you may. Nah, but I tell you... disappeared, no! But I tell you what, the last 3 years have been the hardest of those 29. Stay strong, man. If you need anything at all, I'm here for you. And if we got it, you got it. Absolutely. Ow, yeah, it must have been from Pokemon. That's funny. Alright, cube. That, yep, we're going to get into that on Saturday. And really, I mean, you guys can guess, there's only a couple cards in there that I'm really, really looking for. And if there's anything else in there, and I'm really, I mean, it's Korean, half of Lost Origin, I believe. And so there's a few character rares in there, and there's one character rare, Mr. Gengar, that I'm really looking forward to seeing if he's in there. I'm the only one that I'm really looking to keep, so... everything else I'm totally fine with giving away. And one could say that Al inspired me to do that. So I'm going to do this, and this is a little bit nerve-wracking for me at the moment just because I don't, and I very, very rarely draw, of course, live. But we can do this. Of course, this is going to give you all a lot of time, but I don't really care because education about the art is what I'm here for. So I am going to do this. I'm going to put this right here. And I'm going to show you all this card here. This is, of course, Hoopa. Blow our minds, motherfucker. Name the artist. Ooh. I almost wrecked that. Name the artist of the Hoopa from Crown Zenith. What up, Kev? How you doing tonight? What's up, Radio? I was actually just about to start drawing myself a little ghost. And maybe not so little, but let's see how crazy we can get, and y'all can kind of see my drawing style a little bit. Because really, I don't even know what I have in mind when I start. Once upon a forever ago, I was quite consistent with my art, consistent with my drawing. Oh, nice. Going to be you. With the camera holder, I had to find hard to draw, different setup. Yeah. What up, Kev? Yeah. And if this isn't going to be a regular thing, then I would like the overhead camera setup. But really, everything I do, everything you've ever seen, I've done from my phone. It's the only dual camera that I have. And I just like to get creative with the tools that that are available to me. I didn't start the music back up, huh? I'm better about that. Alright. This is a little bit early for ghosts to be walking around. I got my SPF 9000 on. I asked an artist to draw Clara and Sukun because those are my two favorite. He's a big channel, and I hope he draw what I asked. Yeah, that would be cool. Who is it? If you want to nerd out, listen to tunes, etc., come on in. Yeah, absolutely. Radio, your streams are super chill, man. And I'll be honest, I lurk a lot more than I care to admit. And the other day, it was funny because I saw you live, and I hopped in. And you must have just ended when I hopped in, because I was watching, and I was like, huh, this is cool, you know, and I grabbed my phone to start chatting. I was like, oh, wow, and I was watching a VOD back before I realized it wasn't live. It was already like 45 minutes to an hour, and I was just chilling watching you draw. Yeah. Who is it, Alice? Who did you ask to draw it? Because we have some incredible artists among our community. And we are also going to probably share out a couple channels today as well. One that I stumbled upon. And I'm not sure if they're active, but I figured if we can give them a few subs, it would probably make their day. Yeah, it's mostly for the vibes, and that's how I do. Conference call time, I'll be back in about an hour, no worries, enjoy your conference call, fam. So happy for your drawings to see. I told you I needed to get back into drawing and show everyone how creative you are. I'm so proud. Oh, I appreciate that, Alice, truly. And normally my stuff, I can make it as happy as I need it to be, but I will say that some of my inspiration for drawing is like Tim Burton. Has a very unique style, and then there's some old artists and painters that continue to inspire, like The Scream, and we see that countless times reproduced, and it even made its way to Pokemon a little bit. Appreciate that, fam. Too many artists in my channel, I can't remember their name, but you're very young. Hello, says ALB. Hello, Alice. Not digging it. But I'm gonna commit to it and make myself dig it. Sorry for not having the facial on, y'all. I just want to get a clean line of sight. Someone radio said you encouraged him to get back into drawing. I was so happy you did that. Aw. Kitty-O! Kitty-O, you're my hero. Awesome game yesterday, man, for real. I really enjoyed that, and seeing it on the Switch too was pretty impressive. I know that a lot of people were kind of talking about how, like, that's what they were most excited about, is playing Scarlet and Violet. He's so very young, gotcha. I say good day. What's up, Mike? Super appreciate you, fam. You saved the day today in my skin from being completely torched. Mad Hatter, how are you doing tonight? It's good to see you, fam. Mike, hello, good sir. Is the ghost holding toast? Holding toast? Maybe. Maybe. We could do that. Of course, holding toast and having a toast are a little different. Yeah. All toasters toast. That is true. I requested him to. That is true. ALB requested I draw a ghost. Let's make a toast to toast. I say a toast to toast is good. That's a toast I'm willing to toast to. Yeah. So that's very much a product of where this story was going, but once a forever ago, I used to be very consistent with the drawing, had a sketch pad, drew every day. I used to watch Dragon Ball Z and pause it on my recorded tape, and then I would draw the characters off the TV, which was incredibly hard, because if you've ever paused an old VHS, it gets incredibly shaky. Thou shalt boast thy ghost to toast. Funny name. Appreciate you adding that, Rye. I'm actually going to reduce my stream output to keep the, and then keep going to the internet. It's throwing some crazy lag in your last two streams. Hardware hasn't done well with it. Yeah, I noticed that as well. And saying you have so many cameras going on at one time too. Plus, I'm sure the Switch 2 has a higher output just naturally. But man, it looks sweet. Heck yeah, LB, that's awesome. Kev, what's up, gal? How you doing? I encourage everyone to do art in any style. Life is a canvas. And that's why I enjoy tattooing and tattoos. I wish I had the confidence to learn how to tattoo. But that's the greatest medium because your art truly travels. And everywhere that person goes, your art will be there. So it better be good. But, and we gotta get delicate. It says a ghost. But then I had an accident back in 2007. And although I wasn't really drawing too much back then when I moved out here, I don't know, when I broke my head, everything just was different. Like, I couldn't remember what I was writing anymore in some of my stories, so I had to go back and reread a lot of them. And my drawing also was something that kind of gave me a little different of a style, as much as I tried to reproduce what I used to do. And I'm excited to go back home to Michigan this year so that I can look and see if I can find those sketch pads. That would be super crazy to find. So my art turned into very scribbly, but I don't know, I've grown quite accustomed to it. Happy birthday, gal. Gal, it's your birthday? Happy birthday. I just sent you crab. Pop in my chat? What's going on, fam? It's really good to see you. It's good to see you back, man. It's been a while since I've seen your shorts, and I got giddy when I saw one today or yesterday. Got a finger paint, Albie. Thank you, Al. Pop, says Nate. Pop. Nate the PokéGhost is my son. I don't know if you know. In fact, everybody, Nate the PokéGhost is my son. Happy born day, gal, says Mike. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Yeah, it's my birthday. Well, happy birthday, gal. It's really good. Really good for you to join us here. Picking up the kids, no worries at all, Matt. We are going to try and make this a shorter one. It might only go for about 3-4 hours, so. But we don't really have much to get into. I was just going to go through and hunt through some of the art, and I really wanted to get some of this off my chest and hang out with some of you guys who make me feel the best. And the drawing was on the fly request from Al, so I appreciate everybody allowing me to do this in this medium and this output. Yeah, well, art is an absolute awesome thing. I respect anyone who can draw in any form. Do you draw yourself, Mad Hatter? Everyone's birthday should be special. Absolutely, it should. Who's your favorite Pokemon, gal? I don't know if I've ever asked you that, although I'm sure I know. Daniel, hello, fam. Oh, yeah, LJ. How's LJ doing, Pop? Nikki Nocturne, how you doing? Pop, where did you go? Says ALB. I can't draw, I just let people draw on me. And that's okay too. I let people draw on me. In fact, that was kind of my thing way back in the days. For any event, I would just always wear a blank shirt of any color. And bring a Sharpie with me and just have all my friends or family sign it, leave me a message on a shirt. So I have a closet just full of shirts that might as well be like my equivalent of a yearbook signing, that I've just always had. ALB. Thank you, Nate, says Gal. Unbirthdays are special as well. Absolutely. If you have one birthday, then you have 364 unbirthdays. I can't, unfortunately. My art form of choice comes from classical music. And who's your favorite classical composer, Mad Hatter? And I'm quite fond of the piano myself. I like the piano. Pop. Yeah, it's really good to see you, Pop. When are you thinking of streaming against next, fam? I saw your post, and I'm ready for it. I hit the bell, so I'm ready. String it by the pew, excuse my unpredictable behavior. That is alright, Al. I say this very selectively. You get a pass, just keep it PG-13 at best, is what I'll ask. Even though I'm fairly certain that we're all adults in here. But I don't know who comes back and watches, and I know Katrina and her grandkids like to watch. Oh, that hits close to home. I love Frank Sinatra. Ooh, I also really like 30s music. That's true. Probably mid-July. I'm there for it. I was behind. That's alright. Bob Ryan, thank you for that. Truly appreciate the link drop and never stopping Ryan Train being amongst us. And I'm glad you like that. Who's your favorite artist from the 30s, Nate? Because I don't know if they were 30s or 20s, but the Andrews Sisters were somehow that I used to do. So, hey, no attacking ALB. That's a tough one. I've got to say Beethoven, as his violin concerto was one I had to learn for your grade A violin exam years ago. Excellent violin concerto. Beethoven was something spectacular, especially. Being without the gift of hearing, to be able to compose things simply by sound and vibration was something to be admired and respected. Which is worse, Kev? A power outage during a ranked game, or your stream cutting off and you can't stream for the rest of the day? I would say power outage during a well, can I ask follow-up questions to each, Ken? First, how far in this ranked game are you? Are you just about to win this thing? Or is it like just started? The stream I could give or take. It would stink if I couldn't stream the rest of the day. But the follow-up question on that one would be, did I have a lot of stuff to open and give away and celebrate that day? Because then it would probably be there, so... If you like some variations of classical, check Ankh Band, A-N-K-H Band. Excellent, I will, indeed. Yeah, I like Beethoven. I'm quite fond of Claude Debussy. Mad Hatter is probably my favorite pianist composer. And Claire de Lune, you'll actually hear it on the background every now and again. So, at the end of the day for the rank game, okay. Yo, Ghost EDF, what's going on, fam? How are you? We're super excited for your big celebration here coming up. And congratulations once again to you, fam. Good choice indeed. Well, it sounds like a good shot. A lot of stuff not yet open for the stream. Okay. I would say the ranked game would probably be worse if it was at the end of the day. Like, you're still in it and you're up in there, then that would probably be worse for me. Thanks for entertaining me with the follow-ups, with the follow-up questions. No, Houndoom! You were the chosen one. You were supposed to destroy and not join them. Ghost Pokemon Poetry Bash. There it is, the title. Ghost Pokemon Poetry Bash. I like it. You're next, Ghost. I'm pushing for it, man. I'm on the road to 700 myself. It's a Polish disbanded band. Okay. Highly underrated. Highly underrated indeed. Indeed. Miri Ben Ari is so sick. Miri Ben Ari. Miri Ben Ari. Alright, alright. So sick. Appreciate that, Mike. Okay, I'm gonna up the difficulty. Alright, let's up it. Questions. Can you stream for 2 more hours so we can raid a favorite cousin? I had a raid target in mind, and it's the one that I was waiting to go watch here tonight myself, which is why I might be streaming a little bit earlier. But who did you have in mind, Alice? Yo, 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 you're going to be my late lunch watch, Kev. Excellent. Appreciate that, RJ. We're actually drawing right now, which is kind of a little bit violinist. Thanks, Mike. Violinist. Alright, I'm gonna look it up. Kev the PokéGhost. Ranked game was for a cash prize, ended before the final win to get the cut off by the power outage. Oh, I'm Harder J. Hey, RJ. RJ, it's really good to see you, fam, and congrats once again on your milestone, as well as the complete W stream, man. Pack battle in an ETB of Evolving Skies. Like, that's exactly how to do it. So, awesome job, fam. Super proud of you. Oh, okay. Who always calls everyone Ka or Primo? Oh, is that Eddie Broski? Because the favorite cousin, like, the word cousin always makes me think of Rocket Scott. RJ, stop following me. LB, later LB Moisty. Later, guys. I'll see you later, Al. Here, this is how far I got for the ghost. I'm gonna throw on some pretty gnarly detail, but there's my ghost. It's cut off before you can reach a YouTube milestone to gain memberships, have paid partnerships, and not stream the rest of the day. Technical issues. Yo, okay. I'll be back in less than an hour. Sounds good, brother. Hey, gal, let's go. Okay. In that case, I would have to switch, only because I think that cash prize. How much was the cash prize? Did you say? All right, Kevin, everyone. What's up, Rich boy? How you doing? How are you doing? It's really good to see you. Appreciate you popping in. 14 of Legends up in my chat. Yeah, that's awful. I don't do hands too well, but that looks pretty ghoulish. I'll give it to him. Typically, I'll just hide hands if I have to. Dang, RJ! I think the sum of $1,000 is small time, 3,000 if on a team. Okay. Saying anything for you, Deadpool? It's good to see you, Professor. How's your day, fam? How are things? How are things in your world? Andy Mon, what's going on? Thanks for popping in. It's good to see you. RJ, it's cold like the food you deliver. Dang, somebody's throwing green eggs in shade. As long as we're respectful, that's all I care about. I get enough of the negativity out there in the world. I think we need to give this one of those, real elongated, scary looking jowl mouths. Lighten up the pen a little bit. Andy, RJ, I made pizza with veggies on my side, pepperonis for my son, veggies and pepperoni. Come on, Deadpool, sing me a happy birthday. Come on. I think happy birthday is actually copywritten. Happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too. Did you say, Gal, what's your favorite Pokemon? Because you know I'm going to be looking for something to send you for your birthday now. I did not know that it was your birthday. Just putting some finishing touches up on here. We'll bust into some art cards. But if anybody knows the artist of this card, which is the Hoopa from Crown Zenith, should have used a pencil. That's alright, we can do it this way. Never underestimate a ballpoint pen, y'all. Like, just a simple big ballpoint, like, can do so much stuff. And I don't know why I choose pen as my art medium. Pencil is easier, but it gets messy quick. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? That's a good idea. Oh man, my chat got stuck. I'm missing so much. Happy birthday, guy. Congrats on the Jolteon again. Green eggs and shade. Given the most I've ever given out on my celebration stream. Guaranteed number of giveies. Wow. What's the biggest thing you're giving away, or is it a secret, Deadpool? Come on, Deadpool, sing me happy birthday, RJ. My chat is freaking out, y'all. Okay. Had red pepper and assorted veggie burgers and sweet potato fries with dang. I don't know what I'm gonna have, but it's not gonna be as good as that, I promise you that. Mike said something, then got rid of it. Back to work. It was on the last break of the day. Take care, all. EDF, have an amazing rest of your day at work, fam. I appreciate you popping in for that little bit. Don't do it, Kev. Shipping to Poland is around $13. An envelope, it's only $2. Yeah, that's true. It could just be an envelope. Could just be an envelope, but I'll find out eventually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send things all around eventually. But happy birth month, Alice. Have a good one, Dead. Yes, have a good one, Deadpool. Man, that sounds amazing, Mad Hatter. I think I'm gonna have pizza. I think the pizza talk has gotten me remembering that I have some pizza in the fridge, actually. Daniel. This is fun. Sorry, y'all. I suddenly got really into this. Kobe Mark. Yo, go, Spooky Jack. What's going on, Jack? How are you doing? Hoopa Art, Shinjuku Gunjima. You got it. Shinshiro Gunjima. Well done, Professor. Well done. Do you need this card, Professor? Crown Zenith Reverse Hollow Hoopa? Kobe collects. Don't Kobe collects. Hey, PokéJack. How are you doing tonight, fam? How's your day? We're just, we're actually drawing right now. We're not going to spend too much more time on it, but ALB tasked me with drawing a ghost. And not only inspired me to get back to drawing a little bit, but it challenged me to draw my namesake. And if I can't draw a ghost, then I shouldn't be one. Just like, you know, the first thing you have to learn how to do when you become a tattoo artist, right? Skulls and roses. No, I'm good, bud. Alright. Is this how you see yourself as a ghost? Yeah, that's what I look at in a mirror. No, I kind of see myself as like Casper. You know, kind of like, what's up, guys? Casper got nothing on me. He's a friendly ghost, but I'm a phantom of kindness. Use your friends as testing objects. It's better than my Go Strong, if you remember. Yeah, I do remember. In fact, these are my energies, RJ. These are my signed energies. And there's my little ghost. Two more art, never get the time. Yeah. Yeah, I would say that time is definitely needed. You can't be Casper. You tall and have a deep voice. Okay, then I'm Cooper. Prinplup. Reverse Hollow. Who is the artist? Dope energy cards for sure. Well, thanks, man. Kev Spur. Nate, that's great. That is great. Yes, Kev Spur, the friendly phantom. And I do have this weird PokéGhost theory that Casper is really the ghost of Richie Rich. Ghost Spur? Casper, the friendly ghost. Nate, you're funny. You're funny. Nate's after all Yamask's in the world, aren't you, Nate? I've got so many Yamask's here for you, too. We should really get your list updated. Did he die at a young age? Well, they never said that Richie Rich did, but if you ever watch, hey Kev, are you gonna be going to... we wish. Not this year, Pop. Maybe next year. But not this year. It's just too far off on both sides, because we're in Arizona, and it's Seattle, and Tampa, and that's like, far in the same direction. Bet I am. I love hunting Yamask, yeah. But they didn't say that Richie Rich did. But if you watch the old cartoons, Alice, you'll notice that the Richie Rich character looks exactly like the Casper character, and it got me to thinking. I said to myself, Self, they might be the same person. Because, that would only explain why he was, in a mansion as Casper. I don't know if they ever got into Richie Rich's parents, though. See what you guys do to me? Making me think all kinds of things. I think that's good for now. Big Mac. Has Nate ever seen my art? Nate, have you ever? You don't believe you have. You should go look at her art. I haven't had a chance to show them. He didn't, he doesn't pop by too often as of late, Alice. But, Alice's art is next level. You can drop your link. Check. Mitsu, says Rich Boy. Mitsu it is. What about that one? Ultra Prism Reverse Prinplup. Dang, Professor. You're good at this. I do see it, but about maybe he was first brother who probably died young, and that's why his parents love him too much. Whoa. That blew my mind. Please do drop your link. I'd love to check it out. Exclamation point Alice, Nate. I'm sure she has a link in there. Hunting Yamasks. Yeah, Yamask is definitely on our list of ones we're chasing. We do like the ghosts. Who would have thunk it? There we go. Probably gonna throw something on this a little bit later here. There it is. And it's quite funny. We actually just got done reading Alice in Wonderland, and I did get the next book that we're going to be reading on Mondays, and it is going to be The Wizard of Oz, but I did notice just suddenly, out of nowhere, like how little this book was. And then I saw this, and I don't know how abridged it is, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna compare the two and see how abridged it is. As for my Pokemon, I think Chari, Mewtwo, Ninetales, Greninja, Gloom, Lechonk, I think I like most of them. Yeah, those are really great. Lechonk, huh? That's not uncommon. Alright. Marowak from Stellar Crayon. Who? Okay. I might have to do some research. This is going to be in like the S tier category. I know this is way too early for Haleen to be in here, but she would like looking into things like that. Alright. Cochetti. By the way, for those who haven't, I suggest checking out Chet Baker. He makes some great songs, probably the best saxophone I've ever heard. Nate, drop his link. And that's the research that I need to do. Is I've noticed a few numbers in names. Overcame its sorrow to evolve sturdy new body. Marowak faces its opponents bravely using a bone as a weapon. Welcome back, Matt. Is he a creator or is he one of those 30s musicians, Nate? My boy Lechonk. Lechonker. Let's see. Ooh. That's a good throwback. This is Papa's Rhyperior. '30s musicians. Excellent. That's a legendary artist right there. '30s musician, Chet Baker. Who else, Nate? Always believe. Oh, I never finished that. Think they'll let me post a Spotify link in the chat? Maybe. Buena Vista Social Club. New Orleans jazz scene was amazing. You are not wrong, man. And some of the best jazz, like drummers and just musicians in general are definitely big with me. I love jazz, but maybe not smooth jazz. Hey, it did. But I think that's because you're more than a moderator, Nate, on the channel. You're technically an editor, so you can post your videos and stuff. So it should let you do it. Appreciate that. There's the Spotify link for, who was that? Chad. Baker, thank you. It's funny, that's what I wanted to say. I might have to look up this Kochoi 8i character. That is, ooh, Alice. Coming through with the steal. Unless I missed it earlier, because Rich Boy's been getting them pretty quick. Here you go. Nate dropped the link. Spotify. Point of Vista Social Club. Get your hero, Rita. Yeah, you got it. A little early for ghosts. Yeah, it is. But that's only because I have some things in streams I need and want to watch a little bit later. So, decided to come on a little bit earlier today. And then, of course, we are going to be streaming on Saturday as well. Did a lot about jazz when I did my degree in music. Excellent. Degree in music. Your music is great, Rich Boy. Somebody post Rich Boy's link too. I'm sure you guys have blasted it already. Alice. So, Alice, do you need Mitsuhiro or Rita's Rhyperior from Stellar Crown? Of course, what I've been doing is I've been kind of putting them in piles here, and then when you get to 5, you can swap it out for one of the hit cards, or take all the cards if you want. First ever professor to give Scott a copyright strike, Professor Rich Boy. That's funny. I love that that became a memory for y'all. Sub. Beautiful. Thanks, Mad Hatter. Appreciate that. A little early for ghosts. Indubitably. I'll hold the swap. Excellent. Sounds good. Sounds good. Alright. Well, let's see. We've got 10 of us in here. I guess that's pretty much enough. I do want to give a huge shout out. I don't know if Mike is still here, but Mike went ahead and donated, if you were, a bunch of Japanese packs for our last stream, and it was quite the charcuterie board of Japanese packs, and one of those was Rebirth Arceus. And we did pull this Hollow Dusknoir. And look at how sick this is. Alec. And this was done by an artist called Utamami. And this is one that I would love to do an artist appreciation short on. I don't think they have too many cards out. And that does stop me sometimes. And I don't know if it should or not. Big shout out to ALB. Won this on his channel, and this was by Yosuke Ishikawa. And this Giratina with the swirl right behind his little tentacle. Hard candy. Such a Pleedy Tina, right? Such a Pleedy Tina. He's just chilling, cruising. Oh, so pretty. I think I won that card at Pokemani stream. Excellent. Love that. I often forget what set this is from. Those set symbols aren't in my database. Huge shout out to AZ Echo Fox, who did win this on ALB stream, and he gave it to me. Good old Ectoplasma. I don't know why it doesn't say Gengar anywhere, but Ectoplasma. That's what ghosts are made of, according to, Ghostbusters. This is something I want to Rocket Scott stream. This is the cutest Meowth. I believe this is a promo, yeah, Black Star promo, e-reader number 13. Never seen it before I won it, actually. And this is by Cookie Saitu. So big shout out to Rocket Scott. Oh my god, so cute, right? I feel like he's laying on his back, batting his Pokeball around. But super cute. And huge shout out to Rocket Scott. Ectoplasma is Gengar in French. You don't say. Well, these aren't French. I believe these are Taiwanese or Chinese. I think they're Thai. So that makes sense. They could have translated from another language. How about this one? And this is why I'm excited about Black and White, the new Black and White sets. Because we are about to see a whole lot more cards exactly like this one. Sorry for the pun, this is absolutely amazing. Actually, ectoplasm is the result of when an ethereal object interacts with something from the corporeal world. So if a ghost flies through something, it will often leave ectoplasma as a result. Absol. That's not your favorite? That's not your favorite Absol? Absol is impeccable, right? This was done by Uta. Oops. Of course, we all know my awesome story of the one-pack snipe on 616 stream. Got the Parasol Lady SAR. This is done by Yuri Morikura. Really nice Absol, right? It's a good looking SIR right there, right? It's a little fat on the right, but aside that, it's pretty impeccable. I love the artwork. I love that she's got an umbrella and yet she's feeling for rain. And then the rainbow. Just, yeah, stellar. Wafu! Easy now. Yeah, one time I was lurking and he said you didn't like Hop and Wooloo. And I love Hop and Wooloo. I know he can be annoying, but I still like him. Yes, so I do. I have got nothing against Hop. I just think his character was written a little bit annoying. But I like Hop. Hey Dad, I don't think I've asked you, what's your all-time favorite Mimikyu card? Huh. Can I think about it for a second? Do I only get one? Because I have a question for you guys. Do you like Miltank? Gal, my waifu is wine. RJ, give me your waifu. Of course you can think about it. Yeah, we like Miltank. Miltank, praise be the tank, and the tank be with you. You said you didn't like that Hop and Woo. Oh, I love that card because it shows you that piece of the card. I did not say I didn't like that card. I think I said that this card here is one that happens to be around a lot. But I didn't say I didn't like that card. I'll go back and watch it. But I like all cards. No. No? You don't like Miltank? I like Miltank. I think this is a really cool card. Was done by Yu Nishida. And he just looks so happy with life, about to devour this cheese wedge, I bet. But, huge shout out. And he doesn't have a link because he doesn't stream on YouTube anymore. But huge shout out to ADL, A Dark Legacy, over on Twitch. I love that card. Yeah, that's a good card too. Too much food on that card. You think there's too much food? Do you think that they're fixing to make him part of the meal? Because that would be rude. Okay, I just wanted to ask because yeah, that card, it's not a bad card at all. And I like that he's at peace. And it is a very peaceful card, and when I saw it for the first time, it was quite breathtaking. It just happens to be around a lot, and it gets pulled a lot. Not to say that it's a bad card. I'm too stuffed after barbecue. Good call, good call. But this one also came from ADL. Dracozolt. I think they should have made Lechonk on the other side of the cutie. Lechonk, yeah. I'm not sure if Lechonk was made yet when this card was made. But I could see a few more barnyard animals in there, and then the VMAX to go with it. So all those from ADL, A Dark Legacy. And then back to ALB. Got a cool Dodrio card by Miki Tanaka. But what stands out about this card is the hollow pattern. Kind of blew my mind, never seen anything like it. Sniped it out of nothing. It was quite amazing. But who loves to eat like that? Lechonk. Lechonk does. Tag Team Era was so cool. Be awesome if they brought it back. Well, it seems like they're just going back and starting over, it seems, right? Because they went through and they redid a lot of the, like, okay, let's do the set around Pikachu, Surging Sparks. And then they did a set around the Eevees. And then they did a set around Rocket. And then they did the Gym Heroes first, but we called it Journey Together. And then they went into Rocket and did the Rocket cards, and now they're getting into Black and White. So yeah, I think it's going to be next, because Mega Evolutions are now coming back. What a great holo. Yeah, that is a great holo, right? I've never seen anything like it on any card. I'm not sure where it came from, but it's from 2004. And I think it's odd that it doesn't have a description of the Pokemon on here like most do. And it's not getting any 10s, I can tell you that. But you know me, the card quality is very, very little to me next to the art. And Miki Tanaka has been around from the very beginning, and did that original Slowpoke card that everybody knows and loves. So, but yeah, great holo pattern. All right, we're just about at that hour mark, just past that hour mark. Let's see, did I get any mail recently? I don't think I got any mail. Alright, let's play. Max McKee, how you doing, fam? It's good to see you. Agree. They will, Nate. Yeah, they will. They will indeed. But that's a great question. Let's make some theories here. What new tag teams would you like to see on cards? I can only hope. Love Mimikyu Gengar tag team card. So do you want to see them bring back the old tag teams, Nate? Max, how you doing, Max McKee? It's good to see you, fam. Shorty killing time going through, looking at some art, and they are playing a little game of Guess the Artist. And how I think we're doing that is guess the artist correctly. It goes into a pile. Get 5 correct, and you can swap it out for the hit, or you can take all the reverses. I think a majority of these are going to be reverse cards. Yeah, because I don't really, I love the reverse cards. It really helps with a lot of things, such as master setting. So, well, I think it would be cool if they did it XYZ tag team. Explain, Nate. You mean like Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde? Groudon and Tyranitar, says Antalgic. For myself, I'd love to see Slowking and Galarian Slowking as a painting. Okay. Okay, I can get behind that, Mad Hatter. I would like it if they made new ones, and for the next 30 celebration set, maybe. That would be cool. All on one card, yeah. They could do that. They did Palkia, Dialga, and Arceus on one card. Urshifu and Hitmontop. Urshifu and Hitmontop, huh? Okay. What about Cubfu and Hitmontop? That would be a cuter card. They also did a bird trio for the promo. They did do the birds for the promo as well. You're absolutely right. I have to email them about that. Email them about, I would like it if they made new. Yeah, you should. It's a really solid pairing, RJ. I'd totally play that, right? Absolutely, and they work so well off each other, and the abilities would complement one another. Kubfu, ooh. Urshifu, it depends. Urshifu, Rapid Strike or Single Strike. That is a good idea. That is a good idea. Basic one would be Armor Rouge and Ceruledge. That would be a good basic one. I agree. I agree. I think I would like an official... I don't know if they have done it. It's not coming to my mind, but have they ever done like a Gardevoir Sylveon tag team card? But I think I would love to see, even though 100% won't happen, Cofagrigus and Runerigus tag team. Well, don't say 100% won't happen. I do think that has some lure behind it, Nate. But I think it would have to be like a mix of different ghosts, like a Cofagrigus Chandelure tag team card would be pretty sick. Houndoom's on the table. Nobody guessed yet. Yeah, they have Gardevoir. Okay, maybe that's why it came to mind. But yeah, the Armor Edge and the Ceruledge would be super cool. What do I want to do? What am I thinking about doing here? How many people are here? 9 people here. I appreciate you guys. 11 it says suddenly. Welcome in, everybody. We were talking about tag team cards. My son Nate in the chat, he said that he would really like to see them come back. And we're going off of what we would like to see. What tag team would you like to see? Oh, and Lugia as well. That would be great. Almost chose that card for my final giveaway yesterday. Oh yeah? Instead of the... What was that? The... was it Generation Sylveon Eevee card? That would be great. Gal 12. Chi-Yu and Tinglu? That would be cool. Chin-Pao and Glaceon would be kind of cool too. And I'll throw it up for Matt Gooch. I don't know if he's still listening in, but a Vaporeon Glaceon tag team card being both water types would be phenomenal. Oh, I think you thought about Gardevoir and Sylveon because you have that on my desk. Oh, that could be. That could be too. They look really well together. They do complement each other well. Kind of like those drapey Pokemon. So, Greninja and Hitmonchan. Okay. Or Hitmonlee. Greninja. What about like Greninja Lucario? Like Brute Force and Ninja Stealth. Paradox or future Pokemon with their counterparts. Yo, that wouldn't be a bad idea either. Like an Iron Hands Hariyama. Or an Iron Leaves, Iron Thorns Tyranitar tag team card. Also nice. Alright, so I think what we're going to do, let's try our little game here. I'm going to start a little raffle. Oh, this has been going for 18 hours. That's funny. We're just going to complete that. There we go. Everyone. Go ahead and get on in, y'all. What we'll do is we'll show the card. And I think the goal of the game is to educate about the artist, and eventually, like me, you'll be able to just kind of pinpoint the art. And so what I think we'll do is we'll pick a winner. Winner will tell me the artist of the card. Take a good guess. If you would like multiple choice, I can bust out some multiple choice. I don't know why this isn't standing like the others, but we do that. I should get into one more poem. And then, of course, as we mentioned, what I'm doing is I am pretty much putting together little stacks, and if you get 5 correct, then you can trade it out for a hit in the hitbox, and I can show you what I have in that hitbox, as well as might beef it up a little bit, because there's so many of y'all here. And I did want to also talk about the 700 giveaway. Huh, Fusion Strike. Got a lot of Fusion Strike. Yeah, got a lot of Fusion. I don't know if anybody in here likes Fusion Strike, but... Alright, RJ's coming back for the title. RJ, yes, I do still have everybody's bags as well. This isn't, of course, it would be the last one I grabbed. Didn't matter where I started at. Yeah. And then I'll show you what I have in my box. That might be helpful. Excuse me. Hmm? You have my attention, said Nate. Nate's favorite set is Fusion Strike. And they assimilate to the Thottermouse. That has to be the same name as well. Freaking Overpawn Tag Team. Have a set called Partners of Time. Oh. Just blur out the name. Oh, I gotcha. You just blurted out the name. That's funny. That's okay, Alice. Impressive. Yeah, but I think we're gonna look through this stack here real quick. I'll look through this thing here real quick. Let's look. And then you have to name the artist of the prize card. No. That would be weird. Although it would be fun too. Little Professor Elm, little Cyndaquil from Neo. Aww. Onyx, let's see. I'm drawing. I'm half here, half there. No worries. Almost 20 likes. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. I might try to master set White Flare and Black Bolt, mainly because I like Gen 5 and it would be awesome. It's a massive set, Nate. I think there's 175 cards in each. Some Charmeleon, got some Shadowless. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I was just looking for... Oh no, I wasn't looking for this one. I was looking for another Totodile. And those are nice. You know what? In honor of Black and White... Look at that. Hey Kev, so early. Emmanuel, how you doing, fam? Yeah, I have to, where's the Onyx stuck in watermelon? Is there an Onyx stuck in watermelon? That's a good one. Emmanuel, how are you? Yeah, I came on just a little bit early because I've got some streaming buddies later and I didn't want to overlap, so came on a little bit early and I apologize if it's disrupting anyone. Feels like I've been going a lot longer than just an hour and a quarter, but that's about how long we've been. This Moltres is beautiful. Let's put him here for now. Beautiful Dusclops. This is by Mahau. I think I put this aside simply to ask Alien if she needed it. Same Moltres. This one happens to be a... this one happens... Let's see here. What'd they do? Did they really do that? Nope. Just have two different hollow patterns. They're from the same set. They're both from X and Y base. I don't know why that is. Beautiful lighting on the Dusclops. I agree. Best Moltres. Yesterday, Galarian Moltres V from Astral. No way. That's such a great card, gal. First edition Swinub. Another. These are the sleeves. These aren't the cards, just saying. These I won't consider, because these have to go in my binder. There we go. Got our ham sandwich crustal. Juan Corona, how you doing, fam? Random hit card raffle going on now. While we're playing Guess the Artist, I gotta change some of the prompts. Ooh, Latios. And Raikou. A couple of legends. I swear I had a lot more X and Y hollows somewheres. Oh, sick. Sick cards. which is weird because it's just me here. Oh yeah, here we go. So these are some ideas that I had for the milestones coming up, 700. One of these probably wouldn't be a bad idea, getting back into our base. Maybe not this one. This one happens to be no symbol. Error Venomoth, so hold on to that. But yeah, these are the ideas I'm thinking about. The Raikou. I was looking through my top loaders and found myself a gold Lugia V-Star from Silver Tempest. No way. Amazing. Spin again. Shout out on Corona. Latios, Raikou, Lechonk, and Tatsugiri tag team for my foodies. Okay. That's not bad. Alcremie Tatsugiri. And you got dinner and dessert. Where did they all go? Now I'm only a little concerned, I reckon. I already threw them in there. That sounds like something I might do. We can throw those in there just for now. But yeah, beautiful lighting, and I love just how much they committed to black over here on the right. Someone called out the Duskull earlier. Also got that Miraidon, that gold Miraidon. Miraidon gold, rare, yep. I see gold. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys some Scovalian and Executor. That would be amazing. You're not wrong, RJ. Oh, maybe these were them. Yeah, maybe these were them. Now this. Pokemon and Flowers. Alcremie and Sinistcha tag team for dessert with tea. Dude, that's... I'm so glad we got on this topic. You guys are coming up with some amazing ideas. Oh, here we go. I think this is a stack I didn't look through yet. Oh, there they are. Okay, I was really getting concerned. So many great ideas in Gen. Florges waifu? No, RJ. No. It's a flower. I don't know if Pokemon can be waifus. The original Giovanni card. The best Gengar cameo card, Imposter Oak. Oh, I just need to get ideas confirmed in card form, right? I hope somebody here. Flittle and Flabébé. You want to see the Florges again? She is waifu, yes. Got some Bulbasaurs. Shout out Lori, loving Bulbasaur. The Wartortle, Dark Dragonair. Look at that. Legendary Collection, Dark Dragonair. Got the Squirtle, more Charmander. This is what I've been looking for. Idea. They should do tag team trainers. They have done tag team trainers before. Pie what? Thank you. Maddie, hi. How are you? Pie what? They did do some tag team trainers back in Sun and Moon. Yeah, they did. They did like Lana... somebody. I featured a couple of them in Artist Appreciation Day, but I think that new tag team trainers would be sick. Espeon, says Pokeballer Alice. Indeed, Espeon. This is from Plasma. And we're going to throw that in. And Stoutland from Black and White. I'm extremely tired and going on a road trip tomorrow. Where are you going? Oh. Giovanni and Professor Oak. That would be a good tag team card. Although I don't know if they would ever work together. Kingdra. This is by Neo Kimura. Espy and Umbi tag team would be cool. Do number. You're not wrong. Black and White Hollows are so super. You're not wrong. You know how I like them. Imposter Oak and Giovanni. Now you're cooking with Crisco, Nate. Got the Embor. Uh-oh, I just realized these are in sleeves. Yep, these here. Just a little background, like these. This is from Black and White. Black and White base. These are from my favorite set from Black and White, which was Boundaries Crossed. Superior, says Gal. Bank accounts across the globe would cry in anguish at the thought of an Espeon Umbreon Tag Team SAR card printing. Done by Tomokazu Kamiya. Or Shinji Kanda. That would be a sick Shinji Kanda SAR. Easy, what's going on? What if Mr. Mime and Ash's mom? Oh, okay, I see what you did there. And I had that suspicion too, because it was Ash's mom had a Mr. Mime, and he was just kind of always around, and there was a lot of theories, not PokéGhost theories, I want to be clear, but there was a lot of theories going around that Mr. Mime might be Ash's dad. And I think that's ridiculous, but theory's a theory, and we have to explore them all, right? But I think that having Ash's mom's mime card might be pretty cool. Ditto Deoxys tag team. Alright, Nate. Ditto tag team, and both Dittos are something else. What are the Dittos? Maybe Ditto is Ash's dad. Maybe. We have found out from the nightmare-inducing Detective Pikachu that it is possible to mimic a human. Of course, Zoroark mimics humans too. I have to be sure that I have enough top loaders for these. Don't give ideas to TPCI. They will do it for cash. They will. They're taking notes right now. Like, are you guys seeing what's in the PokéGhost chat? Let's write these down. Ditto Zoroark tag team card. Yes. Yes, that would be great. The trickster Pokemon. That's just weird, Mr. Mime being Ash's dad. Yeah, it is. It is weird, and I don't agree with it. I'm just saying it's a theory that I read, and seeing Ash's mom's mime brought that up to my mind. Probably not the best conversation, but I do find it quite odd. And weigh in on your theories here. Why there's no adult, like, I don't know, like the young men throughout. Like, they started doing the minors and things like that, but they didn't really have like adult men or father figures around in the game. Mom was just a house service. Yep, that's what I would think too, which is also a little bit odd, right? Because Pokemon should be like trained and loved, and I almost see Pokemon as more pets than anything. And so to have my pet like clean my house and like fetch my mail and serve my food, I don't know, I just think that's a little bit odd in my personal humble opinion. Zarude and Passimian. Okay, Nate going with the green. Going with the green theme. Whoa, that top loader is super loose. Mine was just a house service. Yes, yes indeed, I agree. But still weird. And probably one of the greatest characters in Detective Pikachu was that mime scene, honestly. Alright. Why I'm gonna do it, I don't know why I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna throw one of these Moltres cards in here. And I think that I'm gonna let y'all decide which one. And I just realized how nasty this top loader is, so we're gonna retire that guy. Thank you for your service. I think Geo or Professor is Ash's dad. Oh. You think Professor Oak is father of Ash? I would agree with you there, except the first scene in the game is you moving to the town that Professor Oak lives in. But that could be the reason for the move. Alright. Which one would y'all prefer to have a chance to get? left or right? Dog fetches newspaper and mail. That's the same I'm cleaning or being dad. Okay. Beware and Wobbuffet for the vibes. That's not a bad idea. I think having a Baratic Beware, Baratic Beware, and Ursaluna card would be pretty funny, and Pangoro, or you could do the We Are Bears and do the Pangoro, Baratic, and Ursaluna. Number one. Number one? That's a terrifying thought. Talk about the moral conflict Ash would have if Giovanni was his dad, right? It's kind of like finding out that Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's dad. It has that same vibe. The one with the stars I like the one with the stars and swirl. Combi and Ursaluna. That would be funny because bears eat honey. So the picture on that could be Ursaluna dipping his hand in the Combi's nest. Alright. Also in the Celebi movie, doesn't Ash help out Professor Oak in the past when he travels back in time? I don't know if that affects anything, but still something to mention. Nate, good call with the time travel paradox. That could very well save something, or change something. You're not my dad, didn't even say it, Mandela effect. Didn't even say it, Mandela effect, that's true. He didn't say, Luke, I am your father. That's the Mandela effect in that, right? It was, no, I am your father. Alright, so this is what I had in here so far. Yeah, I don't know why I try to do that all at one time. We've got EXs galore. I think we're going to shuffle some of these up. We've got too many EXs paired together. We've got A-Specs in there. We've got Shadowless Pokemon in there from base set. We got Art Rares in there from Paldea Evolve. We've got Japanese, English. Got one Altaria from Paradox Rift. Greninja. And a lot of EXs. Wigglytuff. This is from Shining Treasures, I believe. Ooh, Shadowless, nice, yeah. Kingdra. Cute. Got some gold in there. Got some hay kicking Mudsdale by Mina Mitaki. Got my Ghosty Puff Houndstone EX. We got the Vroom Vroom. A lot of the Loyal 3. Got a Ray, got the Gouging Fire, Pokeball Licky Tongue from 151 Japanese, which I still have to go through my Japanese 151. Probably a good thing to do tonight. And then, of course, to top it off, you know, we got a little Ursa from... Yeah. And we did, I believe we had one Charmander Shadowless in there, and someone sniped it in our last stream. And I will say that I am fixing on getting the mail all packaged up as well this weekend and getting it out next week, y'all, so expect it. Have you all seen the Wigglytuff? Yes, I have, and it's mildly terrifying, Nate. So we're going to throw these in. To the hitbox. Cute one, Nate. Indeed. Also, the German translation for Licky Tongue always makes me laugh. It's Schlurp. Schlurp. That's just fun to say, because it's also the sound effect that you would expect Licky Tongue to make when he does the licky things. So, Schlurp. We're just gonna mix these up. Of course, a lot of those cards have different backing, so wouldn't make sure that they're on top, and we'll do that on a random number basis, and I'll have to count how many I have. I should do that now while I have them out. You know what, we're gonna do this so we can shuffle them up. Lucky 41. 41 cards. Man, I must be insane. Alright. Psycho Whack. Oh my god, Schlurp, I love it. Still haunts me to this day. I think my new favorite TCG Pocket card, though, is the new Celesteela full art. I'm gonna have to look. I haven't played that in so long. Back, what did I miss? Nothing, just the whole hit pile we went through, but I just shuffled it up nice and neat. I'm also gonna go ahead and split these up too, but I think that these are super cool promos. And these actually came, I believe, from Charmcraft back in the day. They sent these through to me, and I do already have them. And I thought gifting them out. Ito Kyoko. Yamazaki Ray. Oh, super cool Horizon promo. Put that in there randomly. Send it to you in the Discord, Dad. Speaking of which, yes, thank you, Nate. Appreciate that. Everybody up in the Discord. 11 people up in here. Sorry, y'all. I know I'm just killing time a little bit here, trying to get these organized, but I wanted to make sure we're going to pick people now. And pretty much, name of the game, guess the artist. Of course, must be 18 to claim your own giveaways or get your parents to reach out to me. You can reach out to me in my Discord. I do also have an email address, which is the PokéGhostKev@gmail.com. But how we do this is I'm going to draw a random card out of here, hold it up, pick somebody. We're going to name the artist. And if you name the artist correctly, you get the card. If you want to keep the card, you can keep the card. If you want to save it and store it and get 5 in a row, then you can go to that hit box that we just went through and you can pick a random number. Welcome in Raiders. Who's raiding? Guess the artist? Yep, guess the artist. You got it. Welcome in, Raider. Hey, Raiders, so I lost in the start. Squirrely. Squirrely Cards raid. How's it going? Appreciate that, Squirrely. Might have to hold off on the game just for a second. Raid. I appreciate the raid, Squirrely. How was the stream, fam? Squirrely raid. What's up, Andy? Appreciate you guys coming on in. We are streaming a little bit early. Lies. Lies. What's up, Lies? Team Pokemon, how are you doing tonight, fam? We're doing real well, doing a lot better today. We were feeling a little bit a certain way yesterday. I shared a lot of feelings about how it's okay to not be okay, but no matter if you have to sit down and just take a rest, just don't give up, don't quit, just keep going, kind of a thing. Gotta catch them all, gotta catch them all. What's up, Ricardo? Francis, how are you, Poke Francis? It's really good to see you. SK Squirrely card, Nutty raid. Yeah, I appreciate the raid, truly I do. If y'all want to try, we can play, we're playing Guess the Artist right now, but what I think we're going to do is just turn this into a random hit card giveaway just due to the raid. So if y'all want to get into the giveaway, !Ghost, and we're going to pick just a random person, give me a number, and you can have a hit out of the hit card box, and we'll do it that way. Of course, my name is Kev the PokéGhost, if you do not know. Zukun, what's going on, Zukun? It's good to see you, fam. Francis, get the oil out. And I like to appreciate the art, so I'm all about the art here. I as well like to collect. My collection does spring from monetarily to sentimentally, and stories I like to tell. I'm a storyteller. I do have a box of Phantasm sitting here, Dark Phantasma. And this is Korean Dark Phantasma. And this is actually what we're going to be getting into on Saturday. We're going to rip this open and pretty much be giving everything away. There's only one card in this set that I'm really looking for. Introducing the cutest Pikachu ever. And that is going to be the character rare Gengar, of course. Everybody knows I love my ghosts. To have a Zoroark, Hisuian Zoroark wouldn't be bad either. But yeah, pretty much going to be giving a lot of that away. So come back on Saturday. Squirrely, how's it going, fam? Appreciate the raid. How was your stream? What'd you get into? So yes, if you're a lover of poetry, if you're a lover of artwork, if you're a lover of Pokemon cards, welcome. Welcome to PokéGhost Town. You can hop in the Discord as well. We do have a lot of channels in there for art, poetry, and cards. Who's good, buddy? Charizard SIR from 151. Nice hits, excellent. Some nice IRs, beautiful. Beautiful, I love that. That Charizard's no joke, man. Hey everybody, hop in the Discord and exclamation point ghost, get in there. I'm just gonna pick one random person out of this giveaway from good old Streamlabs, and they'll give me a number 1 to 41, and we'll go to the hit card box and we'll pull it out. And I do have a lot of EXs in there. We have a few A specs, gold cards, gold item cards. I'm gonna be completely transparent, but there are some IRs in there. I did just fill it with a bunch of black and white regular holo cards, just due to the new black and white sets that were recently released, as well as get into the conversation, because my son Nate the PokéGhost is in the chat, and he mentioned that he would really like to see tag team cards come back, and we are confident that they will eventually, and we want to know, what are the tag team cards that you want to see? Excellent. We'll keep that open just for a little bit, let all the raiders pop in there. We'll leave this going for, let's say, another 4 minutes. What's up, guys? Nate the PokéGhost chilling in the chat. Appreciate you being here, son. And everybody getting on in. Nate is my son. Yes, sir. Professor Rich Boy, my son. He is going to be 17 this year. Dondozo and Tatsugiri. It's right there in front of us, but at the same time, who isn't? When isn't Dondozo with Tatsugiri? Alright, Alice, go ahead and blurt out the answer to this one. Or anybody who's got the artist for the Houndoom. I forgot it was chilling up there. Smash the like button. Oh. Barari. You have a cool dad, Nate, says Professor Rich Boy. Appreciate that. Barari. It is Barari. Houndoom. Upon hearing its eerie howl, other Pokemon get the shivers and head straight back to their nests. Yeah, I think I'd do that too. Barari. Appreciate the artwork. That is number 2 for Alice. Hi, Nate, says Zukun. Appreciate you being here, Zukun. You bet I do. Nate, you're sweet. I have a pretty cool son, too. And I'm very, very proud. Yeah, that's a good stack. Alright, y'all. Make sure you're in there. We're gonna run it. Kev, Mrs. Squirrel is hungry. Can't let her go hangry. No, not at all. Go feed the missus. Go feed the missus. I appreciate the raid, fam, and trusting your community over here with me. And, oh yes, we will indeed. We'll be going for a little bit longer still. But we're on our road to 700. Let's get it, says Juice. How are you doing tonight, Juice? Alright, here we go. Ta-ta. That's about 4 minutes exactly. How to enter the Givey, exclamation point ghost. I'll hold off for a second. Get in there, Juice. Yes, thank you, and enjoy your night. Ernie, how's it going? It's good to see you, Ernie. Get in there. Get in there. Exclamation point ghost. Quick. Ghost. I think you got it the first time, Juice. Yep, I think you got it in there the first time. Let me double check. Yep, I see you in there, Juice. You're good. Later, guys. RJ, rock on. Excellent. Ernie, see you in there. Excellent. Thank you for that. Got 15 people up in here. We're about to close it. Ghost of Tsushima. Ooh, that's a great game. I haven't been able to play it just because I don't own the PlayStation, but I have heard that that is probably one of the greatest games of all time. Alright, closing entries, picking winners. Alright, and refresh, give it a second. No shot. Gal, you won. Well, happy birthday. Couldn't have planned that better myself. So, Gal, give me a number, 1 to 41. If you are still here, Gal. Yes, everybody wish Gal a very happy birthday. It is his birthday today. Oh, Ricardo about PS4 and Ghost of Tsushima after you mentioned it. Right? Isn't it great, Squirrely? Happy birthday, Gal, says Ernie. I don't know if Gal is here. Oh, yay, thank you. There he is. Okay, there he is. Excellent. You're welcome. Give me a number 1 to 41, Gal. Unless you did and I missed it. The chat's moving a little quicker. Alright, there we go. Okay, I go now. Yes, go feed. The missus is hangry. 19? Yeah, you got it. Let's go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It is English. Alright, Gal sniped the Seadra, or the Kingdra holo from Plasma Freeze. Awesome, Gal. I'm gonna find a way to get this to you. I don't think we'll have to spend that much, and I'm gonna throw in some birthday gifts for you too. That looks sick, right? Black and white holo. This is from the black and white era of things, and why they imitated that holo pattern on the Black Bolt and White Flare sets that we see today. But now they extended it to go into the border too. So congratulations, Gal. Appreciate you coming on in, and again, happy born day. Do you have a favorite energy, Gal? Fairy, of course. What I'll do is this. Yes, of course. Especially because it's your born day, what I will do is I will find a fairy energy. Would you like me to sign that fairy energy, or would you just like that fairy energy? I should probably ask that now before I send it. Thank you. This one Pokemon had just holos and not all this SIR, and yeah, you're not wrong, and trust me, Ricardo, we're exactly the same way here, and we still treat every holographic like it's a hit of old. And even when you do look, because here's some of the other things that are in here, y'all. Like, got some of these holos. We do have some modern EXs, some Pokeball reverses from 151. Got a Moltres in there. This is from X and Y base. Going all the way back to Neo, you want to get vintage. Kev, images, if Sunsweet was also a fairy Pokemon and not just water, it would have been even more powerful. It could have very well been. Absolutely. Absolutely, and that's primarily why I adore Mimikyu as well, because he's a fairy typing, but he kept his ghost typing as his primary typing. But yeah, his fairy moves, man, it's just great busting him out against a dragon. Which is why I think they were too OP for the game, like for the card game. And so I think that's why they had to kind of nix them, but I don't know, they kept the dragon typing around, but they'd never had dragon energy, so yeah. I feel like they could have kept fairy typing and just, you know, made them psychic energy, or whatever other typing that they were. Alright, 18 of y'all in here. Let's see, we were just about to play a game, and I think we're going to get back to that game. Dragon would be OP. Hatterene and Grimmsnarl tag team. Nate's still on the tag team. I think that's an interesting matchup too. I think Grimmsnarl is another fairy, correct me if I'm wrong. Need to put more hollows on packs, so there's so many beautiful artworks that would look lovely in a hollow. You're not wrong either, Alice, but I do believe, and this is just maybe because I'm so old school, but I firmly believe that hollows should like be promotional, or it should be saved for rarer Pokemon. Not to say they don't deserve the holographic, but that's just kind of what makes the... I always felt like the stronger the Pokemon, the greater the card. You know, and that's just always been how I've imagined. Wow, we're at 629 subscribers, y'all. You guys are amazing. Dragon will be, or an ancient energy. Ancient energy. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. That's an interesting matchup, Nate. Alright. What we'll do is this. Oh man, my phone is hot. Alright. Gonna remove Gal. I'm gonna close. No! Close this one. And we're gonna start back up. Alright. Get back in there, y'all. I want to be clear though, this is for Guess the Artist. We are playing Guess the Artist, which is simply we are going to go through this stack of reverse hollows here that I did pick out some of my favorite arts. We are going to pick a random one, show it to the camera, and you will have, we will pick somebody, and you'll have that time to give us the answer of who the artist of the card is. If you can give me the correct artist of the card, it goes into a slot, a stack. If you get 5, you can trade them in, and you can pick from that stack we just went through. Or you can take all the reverse hollows if you need them for any sets that you're attempting to master. I thought that would be a good idea. I'll let you all battle it out, says Professor. And hopefully, and the main reason is because I believe, and why I started doing all of this, y'all, and I do shorts of artist appreciation, for those that don't know. And I believe that we just go way too fast through our cards nowadays, just looking for that hit card. And I feel like we can really... Hey, Red, how's it going? I feel like we can take a second, stop, slow down, and appreciate some of the artwork. I am, however, just noticing that it's about 2 hours in, and I just realized I haven't stood up, and for those that don't know, I do have back problems, so go ahead and get in there, y'all. I'm just going to take a real quick break. I'm just going to walk, stretch real fast. Going to take no less than 3 minutes, and I'll be right back. But yeah, super appreciate y'all. I'm going to refresh my energy drink, too. We went on early, so no coffee today. Let's talk about that gal. Absolutely, because I agree. But I think I have a good reason as to why. And before I go, or as I stand up, I will say that that's because we as collectors, we're seeing both Japanese and English sets being released. And how it's meant to be is we're not meant to see it until it's here in English. What's up, Hawaiian? And so if we only look at just the English set releases, there's months and months in between them. Still a little bit quick. But I mean, when you're going from Surging Sparks, here comes Terra Festival. Okay, Terra Festival is out. Okay, and they're already talking about Journey Together. And I'm like, well, wait a minute now. Well, what? 3 months, right? Well, wait a minute now. Journey Together, what happened to Terra Festival? Oh, it's coming out, it's Prismatic Evolutions. But that's going to drop first. And then right as Prismatic drops, a month later, here comes Journey Together. And it's like, well, give us time to collect the Prismatic. And so we did, and then Journey came out, and then here, or Battle Partners, excuse me. And then then they decided to make it a split set, so here comes Heatwave Arena. And then a tri-set, here comes Team Rocket. But they're going to make the last two into one set for English, and just Battle Partners into Journey Together. And so I think that we're just seeing it all coming at one time, and it is a little bit overwhelming, y'all. I'm not even going to lie. I'm high-key more interested in Japanese sets than English. Ricardo, say less. Me too. Not only that, I love my reverse hollows. I love the English sets that I do have. And I appreciate the master setters out there. I'm a master setter myself. I don't have many master sets, like any, but I am close on a few. But I will say Japanese are just so much easier to master, and if you're just looking for the art and you just need one card, then that's really all you need. So, yep, really appreciate that. I will be right back, y'all. I'm just going to take a real quick breather, real quick break. I will be right back. And we'll get back into Guess the Artist. Well, we'll start Guess the Artist. I want everybody to get on in there. Maybe I'll do this too. Used to have a bunch. I know you did, Aaron. I know you did. Oh, holy moly. Okay. Toodles. It'd be weird to have a stream that my dog didn't flap her ears on, right? She's a cutie. Alright, let's get into it. Yeah, he won a PSA Master Ball Flareon. Icebreaker, favorite ghost Pokemon. I'm basic, so Gengi. That's not basic. Gengar is awesome. Nate's not wrong. Gengar is awesome. One of the best. In fact, if you think about it, he's the original Ghosty. There weren't primary ghost types back in Gen 1 except those three, Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. It's a lot of people's answer, it is. Saw you were trading with Zach. He wanted the PSA 10 Master Ball Flareon. From what set, Ernie? And what are you trading him, if we can ask, of course. Alright, here's our subjects. Those are the artists that we're looking for. These are some of my favorite artists as well. So, kind of a win-win. Get to teach you about some of my favorite artists here. And let's see who we have first. We're going to do this right. Here's the card. Name the artist. After I pick you, name the artist. And just one person. Red. I'm Terrafest. Mitsuhiro Arita, says Juice. Okay, well, I'm not gonna say if Juice is right because it's not his guess. But those are some good throw options. If you do need multiple choice, I'll happily give you multiple choice as well. Someone said Van Gogh. Ricardo, you're funny. Nate, this is for Red. Red, are you still here? Oh, my bad. No, that's okay. I don't expect everybody to not guess, so. Whoo! Hi, Lori. It's good to see you. Yee! All right, Red. Guess the artist. Of course, people have started guessing already. You can take a look at their answers as well. Or if you happen to just know the artist. Lots of good guesses in the chat. Lori, uh-oh. Here comes Lori. Caught sniper. Lots of good guesses in the chat. But this one's for Red. Red 03. Unless you guys just want to give it to him, because you can give it to him. Yeah, I might have to think of a better way to do that. Takashi. Okay. Takashi, says Red 03. Let's take a look. Sorry. Yeah, give it to him. Oh no, they're going to work for it. Picasso? Lots of Red 03s in here, says Ernie. You're funny, Ernie. Alright, let's take a look. Should I do first and last name? Nah. Takashi Shiraishi. So, yes, for the record, everybody was right. Except the ones who said Mitsuhiro. That was a good guess, though. But, yep, that is absolutely right. So, awesome job, Red. This is going into a stack for you, of course. And this is, of course, one. And how that works, y'all, if you missed it, is when I do pick you, you'll give me the artist. And if you are correct, it goes into a stack. And when you get to 5, you can trade it in for a hit card from the pile. Or you can say, Kev, give me the reverses. I need them. And this is an on-running game as well. So if you do happen to not get 5 by the time the stream ends, they'll still be here in the next time we play, so. Oops, sorry, Lori, give me 1 second. I'll reopen it for y'all. That just popped in. Alright, just removing Red as a winner, and I'm just reopening, y'all. So if you were in before, you are still in. We're just reopening for the ones that weren't here. So we're just resuming entries. So go ahead and get in there now, y'all. So, awesome job, Red. Ghost. Oh, yeah, you're already in there, Nate. Thanks, sir. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for playing. I figured this would be a fun way to not only just make a game fun, but make it my own. And there's been many inspiration about that have created their own games and had fun with it. I do want to give a huge shout out to Harjay in the chat. Harjay, you definitely have created a game that's all your own, and I commend you highly for sticking to it. Not only that, but it seems like your community has a lot of fun. So, all right, let's do it this way. We're gonna show the card. Here's the card, everybody. No guesses yet. No guesses yet. Aw, woo bat. We're gonna close. Yeah, of course. And we're gonna pick. And the winner? Ernie. Ernie Culling. Congratulations, Ernie. Let me restart this for people coming in. Alright, Ernie, name that artist. Alright. I'll happily give clues. I don't know. I can give you multiple choice, Ernie, if you would like. Because we can go with our basic 3 here, if you would like. But multiple choice is a thing. I didn't offer it to Red because there was more than enough multiple choice in the chat. But y'all can throw out guesses for Ernie. Do it. So, Mitsuhiro Arita, Ken Sugimori, or Kogamaru Aminu. And in my mind, Ernie, just knowing that and the styles of each should give you enough to get it. Oh my god, what the heck. Sorry, RJ. We've got more than enough in there, though. He just said, I don't know any of these artists, and it's one that he knows very well. I know I wasn't chosen, but Leonardo da Vinci? Ooh, so close, Ricardo, so close. Sugimori says Ernie. So, it is not Sugimori. Good guess, though. Good guess. It is Kogamaru Aminu. And great job, Alice. Alice called it out. And it's funny, because RJ, I know this is one of your favorite artists as well. But don't worry, Ernie. Don't worry. You are here enough. You will get picked enough. I promise you that. Kogamaru. It is Kogamaru. Oh, well, no worries, Ernie. You're a legend in the community. You're a legend in this community. So just stick around. And honestly, your knowledge of cards far exceeds my own. So it's my pleasure to help imprint some artists as well. If that's how we do it. Some are my favorite, some I forget. Yep, I agree. And it's I think what I'm a product more of now is there are so many artists up in here that I confuse them a lot, so. Oh well, that's okay. Great game, Ernie. Great game. And, of course, this isn't a one and done thing. So let me take a look here. I'm curious if I remove y'all, if y'all are still entered. Yeah, so, yeah, if I remove you, you're still entered in it. So that's good too. Get in if you have not gotten in yet. We're going to close it one more time. Wait. Card. Ooh. This is one of my favorite cards from one of my favorite sets. Closing entries. Picking winner. Ah, Manuel, I'll reopen it right now for you. Nate! Well, what do you know? Nate the PokéGhost getting picked. Resuming entries. Go ahead and get in there, Manuel, if you haven't. I'm sketching. No worries at all. No worries at all, Alice. No worries. There you go. Salvador Dali? That was the name I couldn't think of earlier, Ricardo. Salvador Dali. Thank you for that. You just scratched an itch. Sweet. All right, Nate. Name the artist. Ooh. It's one of my favorites indeed. I've seen this card a lot, actually. Yes, you have. This is from Shrouded Fable. It is also in, I believe, Night Wanderer. Matazo? Says Nate? Matazo, Nate is correct. It is Matazo. And dare I just say, one proud dad I am. I am a proud dad right now. Of course, one could say Nate should be able to get these, right? Great job, Nate. But no special treatment. You gotta play the game like everyone else. Of course, what's funny is maybe some of these might have come from you directly. PokéGhost. And just to stay with tradition, I never get to draw ghosts on cards, so I'm going to draw a ghost on yours. Wow, yeah. Great job, Nate. Ooh. Great job. Into Matazo. Okay, Kev's gotta go. Have a good stream. Juan Corona, I appreciate you, fam. Thanks for popping in, and I hope you have a great rest of your day as well. Yeah, we're only going for a little bit longer here today, I think. Gonna end it at about 3, maybe 3.5. We'll see how much fun we're having. Appreciate that, Nate. Have a good day. Says Nate. Excellent. card. Ooh, Fletchling flying over Blueberry Academy. Ooh, this one actually has some great history. I could happily even tell you guys some cards they've also done. Closing entries, picking winner. Ernie, there you go. Ernie got redemption. Ernie. Let's reopen. Ernie. If you're still around, Ern, I can give you multiple choice again. Or I could give you cards they've also done. I think I know at least one that they've done. Evermook. I like having you around, Ricardo. You're welcome anytime at all. And are you yourself an artist, Ricardo? Just curious. You seem to know a lot of the big ones. Because we're a huge art-centered community. Oh, Ernie. We'll give you one more minute, Ernie. You might be making your rounds, though. Or you might throw me on the TV and be cleaning collection, or you might be shooting. Michelangelo, says Nate. Ooh, Michelangelo. Interesting, interesting. He's done works like Michelangelo, I can tell you that. I'm really trying to be quiet. Da Vinci? You guys cracking me up. One of my new faves, yeah? Ernie. I think Ernie is making rounds. That's okay. That's okay. Pick another one. Or mayhaps it could be Johannes Wiemer. Could be. Could be. Ernie not here? I think he might have just ducked out for a minute. D-Freedy, hope everyone's doing great today. I hope you're doing well today, D-Freedy. Appreciate you coming on in. We're playing a game called Guess the Artist. And pretty well we're going to show a card, Guess the Artist, and if you can get 5, you can swap them out for a hit card in the hitbox. It's just my way of trying to make a fun game that's centered around the artwork of the Pokemon card. Excellent. Yes, get on in there. Sweet. Kennex! Down. It's Beethoven. Alright. I think Ernie is not here at the moment, so let's close him one more time. I said close it one more time. It just opened it real quick. Close. Pick winner. Juice! Juice, are you still in the chat? Lori, being quiet. Juice, yes. Excellent, Juice. Name the artist. You have multiple choice as well as I could name off another card that they've done. Too embarrassing. Not embarrassing, Matt. You can enter. And I'll always offer up multiple choice. But in hopes it's, you know, when we play enough that eventually we'll start to see him a little more clearly. Luck. Lucky look? I think Alice knows. We'll give Juice a second. I'm going to guess a Sako. Ooh. Such a great guess. Asako, Atsako. Both great guesses. Both incorrect. Lori. Lori couldn't take it any longer. Asako who, though? Asako who? Or it could be Asaka. Because O's and A's on cards look very similar. This is to 0, so Lori did call it out. Great guess, though, Juice. That was a great guess, and that's exactly what this is a guessing game. But I will happily throw out all kinds of multiple choice for you guys if you need it. So, you just have to ask. Two. And that's exactly what we're here to do, y'all. We're just here to... Asako Ito. Asako Ito. Yes, Asako Ito is the one that came to mind for me as well. Asako Ito is more known for, if you've ever seen a crocheted Pokemon, Asako Ito is the one behind it. Brain freezing with all these artists. It's definitely... Ito is crochet, yep. Indeed. Hey, Manuel. Hey, Halion. How are you doing tonight, Halion? I actually just saw a card I needed to ask you about. It was a Duskull, or a Dusclops by Mahou, and I wasn't sure if you had it or needed it. But if you want to get into our game, we are playing Guess the Artist. Oops, didn't open them. Resuming entries. So get on in there, exclamation point ghost, play Guess the Artist. You guess the artist, you keep the card, or you get 5, you trade it in for a hit card hit. I might have to go and get some more reverses for the next game we play. We're having a pretty good game so far. Let me remove some of these winners so they have another chance. Well, I don't think I have my own Dusclops. Excellent. Let's see if I can find that real quick while y'all are getting in there. No, that's a story for a different time. So why did I put Espeon in there, but I didn't put Flareon in there? That seems weird, right? Maybe I'll put Flareon in there too. It's somewhere in here. I know it is. Maho, thank you. Maho. Oh, that's why. It's flipped upside down. Honestly. Nope. It means magic. Excellent. So I'll throw that in your little baggie. I found him going through a bunch of stuff, and I was like, I think I have one. Yeah, Kusama? So cute, but also don't want to take your ghost out. I know it's very rare that ghosts leave PokéGhost out, but I'm fairly certain this is from Flashfire. So if it'll make you feel better, I can check. I think I already have the art, so happy to give that to you. And yes, I was just about to go, we didn't see the artist. We pulled it out because of the artist, so. Alright, here's the card. Yo-Yoma. Ooh, Zeraora. More modern card. Closing. Picking. Harjay. Is Harjay still around? Congratulations, brother. Beautiful card. I really like how this artist style references their name. Multiple choice, please. Alright, you've got it. Kawaii. Michohiro Arita. Anasaki Dynamique. Phone a friend? Andy Warhol? Is the artist John Cena? Anasaki Dynamique, Michohiro Arita, Kawaii. C. He chose Anasaki Dynamique, and he would be correct. Anasaki Dynamique? Yep, you got it. Lori got it. His action says it all, indeed. Yeah. Great story about Zeraora. There is no chill with Zeraora. It's either all chill or no chill. Alright, for RJ, I think I get to go into a stack way back here. Ernie's got one. RJ's got one. Ooh, RJ, we have to see how many you have. No clue. Artist formerly known as Prince. Alright, so far, RJ. Oh yeah, we went through our vintage last time, that's right. So RJ, this is officially your 5th card, but I also know how much you love that some of those base, so we'll seal those 5 up and we'll start you a new 5. And then I will get everything packaged up next week. Yeah, of course. So we'll get you another. And we're going to do steel this time, because RJ, when he's around, all he does is steal the show. Almost made you hey Jay. Greatest Zeraora artwork in a baby card. I can promise you that. RJ. GTA, guess the artist. I just realized I might have to change the acronym a little bit, but like GT art. I'm trying to fix a painting that I sabotaged. Oh, painting that you sabotaged. I can firmly say that I'm sabotaging it more sometimes, and this is just from a not an artist perspective, but a viewer perspective, is sometimes you can turn something into something masterful. We call it sabotage, but it could turn into just like a gnarly piece of art. So, but I'd still love to see it. Yeah, alright. Gotta head out. It was great tuning into the stream. Good luck, everyone. Peace, love, and Pokemon. Nate, I appreciate you being here, son. Thanks so much for being here. We probably won't be going for too much longer, but for the time that we were, I'm really glad that you were here with us. So, peace, love, and Pokemon to you. And I think that because a lot of people have kind of come and gone, what we're gonna do to remove RJ, and if you do like this game and want to continue on, then you can go ahead and re-enter on in. I'm just going to close this one and start it over so that we don't have too many more that weren't here or aren't here. See you, Alice. I have to go to Kev, getting a call from my sister. Have a good evening, you as well, Alice. I appreciate you being here, and much love, fam. Alice getting on in, Emmanuel getting on in, D. Freedy getting on in. Halien, good morning. See ya. Halien getting on in. One ticket to the art gallery. I'm glad that stuck. I'm glad that stuck there. Ghost Red 3 came back to play, or back to play again, I should say. Not saying that you left, like you're just back to play. Gal getting on in. It's a fun little game. I think I like it. And as I go through, this is kind of like the test pile. So as I go through, I'm going to be finding a lot more reverse hollows from all different sets from the past 30 years. And of course, any duplicates from the modern sets will probably pop in there also. So lots more artists coming. Sweet. Yeah. Beautiful chaos. All right. Here's the card. No guesses yet. Oh, no shot. The Darkrai, Darky boy. Alright. Closing entries. Winner. Emmanuel Moraes. Congratulations, Emmanuel. Resuming entries. Emmanuel, name the artist. Happily give multiple choice if needed. Any clue? Any clue? You know, I don't know any cards off the top that this artist has also done, but I can give you multiple choices. And I do know very similar styles. Georgie O'Keefe. Dark Vader? You guys are funny. Georgie O'Keefe. I don't see her patent in there anywhere. Dan Chow. Boone Trejo. And Burari. Yeah, multiple choice, please. Dan Chow, Boone Tujo, oh my god. Ferrari, that was the... I gotta write these down from the future. Boone Trail. It is Boone, and I mispronounced it the first time, but you are correct. It is Boone Tujo. I don't know if that's an I or a J. I think it's an I. Tuyo? Tugio? I think it's supposed to be a J, though. So, awesome job, Emmanuel. Yes, you got it correct. It is Boone. Or Bun. It could be Bun Trail. If Halion is still here, if there's any history, you can educate us on that one. Looks like a J, right? Just a very little J. Tujo. Alright, Emmanuel. I know that you have things with me. Gal, got the JT. Vampy! Haven't seen Vampy. Got Q-Bones giveaway. Jesse, Maddie G. Halien's got a huge stack with me. There we go. Emmanuel Moraes. You do have a couple hit cards with me already. I know we had talked on the side, so. There we go. Cool. Making sure you didn't have a guess the artist with me. What Pokemon I hate is probably Monkey Dory. Really? Monkey Dory? You don't say. Can I ask why? What did the monkey do? I know how to spell. I think Monkey Dory is probably my favorite of the three, the Loyal Three. And for those that don't know the story of the Loyal Three, I don't want to ruin it for y'all, but they're kind of not nice people. Too many hollow pulls from the mask. Okay. You're not wrong. I will say that if it's because of the pull rates, then Monkey Dory and the masks are probably not too well loved. Yo, what to do, Bumpkaboo? What up, JR? I hope you're doing well, fam. We're actually playing a game right now. We're playing Guess the Artist. So if you do want to get in there, you can !Ghost, JR. And of course, I want to thank you for your inspiration. We have a couple of game show hosts out there that are becoming quite popular in their own sense. And one of which being Mr. JR, doing the Poke Price is Right, Jackson Jade, getting a game show going on. As well as our brother, the Veggie Beast. He's doing Press Your Luck. And I think that you guys doing that is just amazing. So how the game work is I'm going to have to put this in the description as well if we're going to be playing the game. But I show the card, I pick a winner. Winner gives me the artist's name. I will offer multiple choice if needed. If you get the card, then you can keep it. And you can stack up 5 and get a hit from the hit pile. Or you can tell me, I want all the reverse hollows, Kev. So give me all the reverse hollows, and we can do it that way. Love you, Kev. Hello, everybody. Hello. RJ, the D is silent but deadly. Mr. Tran. Silent but deadly. Definition of a ninja, yo. If anybody can tell me what that quote's from, you'll blow my mind. Silent but deadly. Definition of a ninja, yo. Really cool aspect of Pokemon cards. No, thank you. I appreciate that. From a very early age, I can remember. Okay, I was 10, so maybe not so clearly, but I ripped open a pack of cards, and the art just blew me away. And just seeing these things drawn in so many different ways and in so many different styles, because you'd have those Ken Sugamoris and the Kinabuchi that would come through with the holographic psychedelic backgrounds and the central figure. And this is kind of our first look at like a 3D rendered image. And I was just so fascinated at how they wanted to do it. So when I started into the YouTube world, I thought artistry and art is what I want to focus on. Sounds like it would be in Rush Hour for some reason. Ninjago. It does sound like it would be in Rush Hour. It is not. It is not. It is not from a movie. It's actually from a children's TV show. So I will give you that. Another clue is it was a TV show that was quite amazing, and then it was canceled, and it was rebooted as something else, but it was equally amazing. Hollow Hunters in my chat. How's it going, fam? I hope you're doing well. Ninjago, so close. It's not Lego themed, but it was a good guess, boo. How are you doing? Johnny and Shay in the chat. Teen Titans! It was Teen Titans. RJ coming in with the win. Teen Titans go. Beast Boy is practicing his ninjutsu. And he's like, silent but deadly. Definition of a ninja, yo. But I love the Teen Titans. The original was great. I love the story aspect and the darkness about it. But when Go came out, it was kind of like perfect for like adult mentality of like very adult oriented. Had a lot of themes from the old TV show as well. And the episodes are only 15 minutes long, so it's like perfect. Teen Titans when you said canceled, yeah. Never seen it? Oh, you've never seen Go? I might have to introduce you to some Go. Heard the reboot in my PTSD client. TMNT is another great guess, Red. And TMNT, the greatest game that I've played. I love the side action, side scroller, arcade style games. And they just did Shredder's Revenge not too long ago, and I vegged out on that, so. I need my name on one of them cards. You need your name on one of them cards here? Original was timeless, but the reboot was kind of whack. It was only kind of whack because they made it so bubblegum and so SpongeBob. For those that haven't, exclamation point Ghost, get in the game. That's how you get your name on one of these here cards there, Biff. Is, I show a card, I pick a winner, you give me the artist of that card, and then we stack them up. If you get 5, you can say send me those reverse hollows, and I will, or you can swap out those 5 and get a hitbox hit. And I've got Shadowless in there, I've got a bunch of XY hollows I just put in there, A-spec cards, gold cards. So yeah, get on in there if you do want to get on in there. But what I really like about Teen Titans was they kept all the original voice actors. So like Robin, who was in Robin Teen Titans, is in Teen Titans Go as Robin. And it was just like they came back and just reprised all their roles. They just made it very silly and goofy and childish. But then they got real serious themes in there too. And then they started doing these art. And if you haven't seen any episode, I recommend like The Night Begins to Shine is a great 4-episode like introduction to why I appreciate Teen Titans Go. I was on Malta and entered Popeye Village. Popeye. Malta. Excellent. Pile of sand on your desk? I do have a pile of sand on my desk. He is right here. Pile of sand. Speaking of voice artists, the voice of Toph is hilarious on social media. Oh, yeah? What's good, Lori, Gal, PokéPride, just dropping in to say hi, hanging with the fam tonight. Have a good stream, Kev. I'm jealous of your beard. One day, man, just keep shaving and thinking and wishing on that star. It'll happen. And I appreciate you popping in for real, man, even if it's just for a second. Have fun with the fam tonight, man. You certainly deserve it. And thank you for bringing all the entertainment and fun to your streams as you do so often. And shout out to Shay as well, you too. Keep doing what you're doing because the community needs you. My beard is fuller, brother. Excellent, excellent. For those that don't know, Dark Depression there in the chat, that is my real brother. That is my brother. Need some voodoo practice for that beard. Need some voodoo. All right. Let's do a couple more rounds of these, and then we'll look through some cards and some art, and we'll go from there. We'll look at some. I do know one in particular that I do want to probably raid. So here's the card, and now we pick the winner. Welcome back, Ernie. Do you want to get in here? I'll let you get in here real quick before I close it. Exclamation point ghost. Gonna remove Emmanuel so he can have another chance. Got 8 people up in here. Alright, going to our winners. Gotta get up and brush my... Oh, teeth. I read leaf and I'm like, brush your leaf? What do you guys do there? Michelangelo? Kev, I made some ghosts for you in Discord. Oh, did you? Excellent. I'll take a look at that in a minute. I'll take a look at that here in a second. I appreciate you, Ernie. DM in Discord. I'll take a look right now. Gonna close these real quick. Pick a winner. Gal! Ooh, Gal. Back at it again. Ooh. Alright. Of course, as always, I will offer up multiple choice if needed. Kiyotaka? Kiyotaka Yoshiyama. Gal is too good at this. Oh my god. Kiyotaka Yoshiyama. Lori coming in clutch with the last name. Beautiful Mabostiff. Awesome job, Gal, for real. And it makes me so happy when everybody knows these artists. Dang, right? That was quick. That was quick. Alright, Gal. I know I had a card doing for you. Oh, I think I put it back over here. That's right. That's right. Oh, that was from the other thing. Okay. We'll make it nice and big. Nice card, yeah. Beautiful card. Right, I must get some sleep. Have a good rest of your stream. Hey, Mad Hatter, I appreciate you hanging out so long, man. And it's always great having you here. I hope you enjoy your night and sleep well. Uh, 6/19 is Juneteenth. All right. Almost 2 a.m. here. Yowie, wowie. I appreciate you hanging out, Gal, and I hope, I don't know if the earlier stream was helpful for that, or if you prefer to wake up and watch. And I don't plan on making it a habit to stream too early, but I am going to be completely honest. Have a beautiful night, Hatter. That my work schedule next week is fixing to change, and that is going to make earlier streaming a little bit more difficult, because I will be getting off instead at about 11 p.m. Eastern time here in the U.S. And what that means is pretty much like 3 to 4 hours later than what I'm used to. So what I will do is I might be doing some late streams during the weekday, but I'm going to try and do one, like maybe a morning stream. I don't know yet. I still have to play around with it. And then the weekends, of course, I can go on at that normal time, but during the week, they might be pushed a little bit later, specifically my Monday reading stream, and I'm so sorry about that. I know that too late is too late, and I never want to go too late. But Monday, if it's going to be on Monday, it might have to be a little later. So right now I have vacation. Excellent. Don't know if you'll like them, but thought I'd give it a try. No worries, Ernie. Let me pull that up right now, fam, and take a peek. I've already warned your mind of being engrossed. All you gotta do is close your eyes and believe in ghosts. Yo, let's go, Ernie. I like them. Yeah, I like them, Ernie. Thank you for those. Oh, I really like that first one. That looks all Grim Reaper-y. Yeah, I might take some of these, Ernie, and play around with them, add some text into them and whatnot. I really appreciate that, fam. Vacation time is fresh. I want vacation. Says, didn't you just have vacation, Haley? Like not too long ago, you were on like for a holiday or celebration, something like that. They're yours. I appreciate that, Ernie, truly. And of course, credit where credit's due. So if I use any for thumbnails or pictures or anything, I'll shout you out for sure. Keep them. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. All right. Oh, I never went back and reopened it. Sorry, y'all. I'll reopen it real fast. Resume those. Make sure Gal has another chance. We're going to do one more. And so far, we got Professor Rich. I don't know if Professor Rich is still here, but we were having a little bit of fun, and he was guessing some, so he was able to get 3 out of nowhere. He's quite good at that as well. And then Miss Alice was able to secure a couple. I'm gonna have to go through after stream and get them all packaged up to see how many everyone has. Time to go, guys. Have fun, y'all. Alright, Red, here's your pack here. Please come back. I'm gonna save this for you so that when we have some more Guess the Artist, we can build some bags up, get some hit cards. We got Nate left, and yes, I'm gonna make Nate rack up his cards too. Emmanuel Moraes, we have Gal, we have Hard J. I think Alice bounced as well. For sure. Appreciate you, fam. And have a beautiful rest of your night. I was about to put that Dusclops in the pile, and then I realized that's not my Dusclops to give away anymore. I appreciate that, man. Everybody go ahead and smash that like button. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to Squirrely Cards for the raid earlier. That was awesome. And brought a few people over, and I hope to see y'all come back too, because we do have a very tight-knit community here. We do. And it is all about if you ever need anything, even if it's just to talk, you are welcome here. But respect is universal, and it takes $0 to be a good person. So you are always welcome here. 38 likes. Creighton Catch, how are you doing? Not my days. Lori. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Sending the ghosts out. Let's see. Who's going to be our last? Oop, show the card. Everybody, before I close it, if you want to get into Guess the Artist, we are doing Guess the Artist. Pretty well. I show the card. I pick a person. You give me the name of the artist. If you get 5 cards, you can trade it in for a hit card, or say, Kev, send me all those reverses. I need them, and I can do just that. Cat just woke up and started biting you. That sounds just like a cat. Ghost. Excellent, excellent. Making sure everybody's in there. Sweet. Think everybody's in. That does want to be in. DeFreedy, excellent. See you. I just like finding good and honest streamers, and you seem like, oh, I appreciate that, Ricardo. I try to be as real as possible, and I will always be I'll always be upfront. Like there's always a joy to being honest with people and being wholesome. Rocket Scott in my stream? Can I fangirl for a second and go, it's Rocket Scott? I hope you're doing well today. And yes, thank you, cousin. I love having you here. It's absolutely wonderful having you here. In fact, I had this up the whole stream as a homage to you, as I did win this on your stream. And it is by the one and only Kuki Satu. And I had never seen it before winning it on your stream. And so you brought this art to me. And I really appreciate that, man. I really do. Making my day? Oh, no, you make my day every day, Scott. Especially getting to catch your streams daily. Especially in a time when I needed a place to be. And you were always there, so I really do appreciate you. I did see Phantasma. I do have this Korean box of Dark Phantasm. We are going to get into on Saturday. We're going to rip it all open, and of course the greatest inspiration in our world is Rocket Scott. A lot of us can claim that we wouldn't be us without you, and we really appreciate you and all that you do. So I'm going to be giving a majority of that box away, and that's because it came from the stream to the stream for the stream, and there's only one card I'm after, and y'all know I'm after that. I'm after that character rare Gengar. So, but yeah, everybody come back and on Saturday and play. Right now, what we are doing is we are playing a game of my own invention called Guess the Artist, and that is in honor of our artist appreciation shorts and bringing awareness to it. And what I do want to do is, you're not wrong, Crit and Catch. Scott is the base set booster box of YouTube streamers. You are not wrong. Guess the artist. I show the card, you guess the artist. If you get the card correct, it goes into a stack. If you get 5, you can trade it out for a hit in my hitbox. Or you can say, send me the reverse hollows, I need them. And I will send those as well. So, it is a fun little game, and it is a nice way to bring attention to the artist. We are going to go ahead and do probably a couple more and go from there. But yeah, if anybody wants to play, go ahead and get on in there. It is still open. Ghost indeed. Excellent. So here's the card. Aww. It's golden. Have a cup of tea and enjoy the show. JR. He's rare and expensive. Yes, he is indeed. Man, Rocket Scott, it's really good to see you, man, and I hope you're having a great day. We're gonna close them up. Pick a winner. Lori. Well, look at that. If you would like multiple choice, I can give you multiple choice. Multiple. So we have Shibuzo, Kogamaru Mino. Well, that just kind of gave it away. I messed it up, huh? Yeah, I messed it up. Really love your artist series YouTube shorts. I appreciate that, Scott. And every time I do it, I always think of you, man. And I always want to bring it out. The last one, hang on. Shizmaris, yeah. The hollow was gleaming, and I couldn't read it the way I was reading the other ones. And so that kind of messed it up. I'm sorry, y'all. Shizmaris Shikuchi, the first one. So I'm going to give you another one, Lori, because I messed this one up. Gal did get it correct. It is Shizmaris Shikuchi. I didn't say what it was. Shizmaris, yeah. If you want, I'll give it to you based on that. But yeah, that was my bad, boo. I didn't say it right, so that was my bad. I thought it was someone else immediately. But it does look like Shibuzo. But it is Shizmaris Shikuchi. And great job, gal. So I'll let you know. Do you want another one, Boo, or do you want to start with this one? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Now I feel bad. Now we got to do another one because I messed up the last one. So I'm going to do something smart this time. Okay. Do something smart this time. Stay tuned for the content. Coming soon, Lori Erlin. Indeed. Stay tuned. RJ, you still here? And I think it's just too appropriate that it was gulping. For reasons. You have quite the bag here too. Hi! Excellent. I did that backwards. Most prized Pokemon card. It's not going to be what you think, but I'll pull it out. I'll show you two different cards, my most valuable and my most prized. If you want multiple choice, RJ, I will absolutely give you multiple. You seem to be getting all these real cool Pokemon. Multiple choice, please. Alright. Anasaki Dynamique, Oswaldo Cato, Kawaio. Man, my hand is shaky. Is it dynamic again? A then? I would go with dynamic. What about the oldest card you still have from your younger days? That's funny because that's actually one and the same, so I'll throw you 3 cards. I'll show you 3 cards. It is not dynamic, although it does look like it could be. This one is Oswaldo Cato. But looking at that Zeraora and looking at this, they could be fighting each other, right? So I do not. That's why I give you guys the ones I do, because I want to give you similar artists. That's all right, RJ. That's all right. Now let me answer Ricardo's question here for being so patient. And I will be right back. The dynamicness of that card fooled me. That's funny. I was going to talk to you about that later, Boo, so I'm glad you caught it. Alright. So I'm going to start at the beginning, of course, and that is the most valuable card that I have. It's actually been on display the whole time. A couple of them, actually. I think Fossil is what I'm looking for. Fossil. Alright, so most valuable would be right there on the right. I was sitting here one day and I ordered a tin, this tin, from Uber Eats. And they brought it to me from Walgreens, and it had a pack of Lost Origins in it. I ripped that pack of Lost Origins, and I hit the Giratina V, alt art from Lost Origins. The Gengar has to be one. Dragonite tin, yep, out of the Dragonite tin, out of the Lost Origin. A random pack from Walmart, from a random Uber Eats driver. Brought me the most valuable card that I own today. Done by the one and only Shinji Kanda. And it remains one of my favorite cards to this day. Speaking of value, we'll get into those too. Because you're not wrong, JR. The Gengar and the base set 2 Venusaur. Both compliments of Bro Ripstream and his giveaways. Gengar specifically, thanks to Caradox Rift, who won that in a giveaway, and she gifted it to me immediately and selflessly. And then this one I won on my own in the next stream, the next member giveaway stream. So this one would probably be up there as well, though this Near Mint 8, like, these are cards that I grew up with. This one is a little bit of an anomaly to me because I found it in my collection from, I believe it's Legends Awakened. And it's one of the greatest Dragonite cards I've ever seen. And it's got quite the swirl under his neck. And I went ahead and checked the price for monetary value. And if you want to check what this thing goes for on a 10, it'll blow your mind. And it looks pretty good. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but I think it has a pretty good it has a pretty good plan. Pretty good chance. Value is in my mind. It can be in my mind, but only in cards that have the value into them, because when you ask my most prized card, it's actually this one. Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. Have a great night, gal. I appreciate you hanging out, and thanks for playing, for real. Kara does rock, indeed. And this one is because this is base set Blastoise, of course. And shout out Matt Gooch. Blasty boy. Beautiful cards, man. Appreciate you. It was fun. Oh, thanks, gal. I appreciate that. That's all I'm really trying to do, is have fun with you guys and get to talk about the art in the same time. There's Matt Gooch. So, yep, do have the Blastoise. And for those that went back and watched my video of, I told the story about patience. And also a story about not thinking, just reaching in and grabbing it. And I was actually out with my mother. And we were in a shop. I forget the name of the shop, but I remember they had a booster box of base set on the counter, and it was open, and they were selling packs for $4 or $5. And I looked at my mom, and I was like, yo, can I have one? It's not Shadowless, gal. It's got our shadow border right there. So sadly not Shadowless, but still, this was in the unlimited run. And she's like, do you really need it? And I was like, I just really want it. And so she goes, alright, pick one. And I said, can you pick it? And I don't think my mom cared too much or gave it much thought. I think that she just reached in and grabbed it. And gave me the pack. And I'm like, can I open it? In the car. And she's like, I guess. And she waited and watched me open it. And I pulled the Blastoise out. So when you ask my most treasured card, I would say it's probably this one, because of the memory and the story that it holds. Because as you hang around longer, you will realize that a lot of my cards have stories attached to them, and it's more than just a collection of that monetary value, that it has all the sentimental value attached to it. This card, however, is very special to me. This one, in particular. And this is actually quite an iconic moment, because this is the first holographic card that I ever pulled. Out of any pack, was a muck. And honestly, it's probably one of the holos that don't really holo too well. This was done by Mitsuhiro Rita. But it doesn't really holo too well. So honestly, when you see it for the first time, you don't really think it's holo. Yes, it's double sleeved. Don't really think it's holo until you see those stars and the shimmer. But this was the first holo I ever pulled. This exact card. Not one like it, not another one, this one. And I've held on to it all these 30-some years. Moving it from binder to binder. Never from sleeve to sleeve. Yep. So that would be another treasured card that I have. So I do appreciate the questions, Ricardo. Definitely brought up a lot of cool memories, and I've certainly got more than enough of the original base set, Fossil, Jungle. But I'll say that there's always cards that are going to elude me, and they have. But being a part of such a wonderful community has also made it very possible to obtain these cards, and I do want to give it up to the one and only Rocket Scott, of course, if he's still here or lurking, because he's one that busts out all the vintage cards and he gives them away. And just having that possibility of maybe getting the cards that I couldn't get 30 years ago just opened up a whole new world. 13. Whoops. Sorry. Just got that Kabutops out of place. And I think I just saw something for the first time in my entire life. I've never noticed two Pokemon being the same Pokemon, but both Kabutops and Blastoise are shellfish Pokemon. Interesting. Yep, so much iconic art from the base set Fossil Jungle. I appreciate that. Thanks for the awesome stream, Kev. I gotta have to rush and do some errands a little bit. Nope, no worries at all, RJ. I appreciate you, fam. We are just fixing to wrap up here in the next little bit. I think we're gonna end with a poem in honor of RJ, my poet brethren. I like hearing the story of how people started collecting. My most expensive card I bought was the Pikachu CD from Japan, and the 3 last evolution Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. Last through evolutions. Oh, okay, I got you. And those are great cards too, Ricardo. And I promise you, story time is something we get into a lot here. So I promise I'll have stories of all kinds of cards and how they came to be in my collection. And a lot of them have you all attached to them, whether winning on your streams, giveaways, or purchasing, or even just a gifted to me. And that to me always speaks a lot. So what I think we'll do here is we'll wrap this up. I'm going to read one more poem, and it does have to stick with the theme of today. And I know that the start of the stream, everything was maybe a little bit down, and I made mention that I didn't really have the greatest day like yesterday, and I felt a little weak in it. So I started collecting after seeing Rocket Scott and DPM, says Emmanuel, and I agree. I would say that DPM probably was the one that got our attention back into it. Dang, slept too late to get picked. That's okay, Alien. That's okay. We'll be doing this a lot more, and trust me when I say next week is probably going to favor you a little bit more, because as we move forward, my work schedule is changing, and so I'm going to naturally have to start streaming later, which is technically a little bit later in the day, not so early morning for you. And I'm going to try and make it work, y'all. I really am. Professor Rich. Maddie G! Oh no. Don't tell me y'all are popping on now. What's going on, Maddie G? How you doing? How you doing tonight? Woke up early, have a headache, need coffee. Oh no. Morning headaches are the worst, but I'm with you on that one, Emmanuel. Like, if I ever have a headache, typically it's because I'm lacking caffeine. Maddie G, how are you doing today, fam? Just say a little prayer to Arceus. Say a little prayer to Arceus. Oh, Arceus. Thank you so much for the polls that we are about to get. Gotta make sure I'm not messing up these edges, just in case these hollows are wanted. That seemed like a really tight fit. Doing great, bro. Excellent, excellent. I had to start a little bit early today so that we could be available later for some other folk. And figured we would go on and try that midday. See how we're going from there. Alice for me. Wow, man, you guys. I might have to think of a better system for this game. But y'all are really good at it, so I really like that. I really like the game. Nope. Alright, so this is how the stream started. I drew a ghost at the request of ALB. Love that hat, my dude. I have a Gengar hat I bought at GameStop. No way. I've had this hat for so long. I actually got it from a co-worker at work during a Secret Santa. And apparently they were like, I didn't really know what to get you, so I had to ask this other guy. And they knew exactly what to get you, so he just told me buy this, so if you don't like it, it's his fault. And I was like, are you kidding? I love this. This is wonderful. Ooh. Oh, Kara. Been a long day. Yeah, no worries at all. How you doing? I hope the day ended better then. There we go. Didn't grab the full stack. Yeah, just tired. Excellent. Well, I appreciate you being here. And maybe we'll play a few more rounds since we have a few more people popping in. We're just fixing to see about ending here soon, so we don't overlap anybody. Borba uploads great content. Kara Bobera. She does upload great content, and she's got one of those very infectious type of laughs, and always there supporting the community as well as being there for me. So we appreciate you, Kara. JR still popping in, hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Of course, as mentioned, we'll get back. We'll do a couple more rounds of the Guess the Artist game since we have some more people in. This is what we're doing on Saturday. So come back, join us on Saturday night. We're going to get into this box, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be just giving away the entire thing. There's only a few cards among this set of Dark Phantasm that I'm really after, and they're all ghosts, so we'll see what's in it. We pull that character rare Gengar. It's the only one that I'm really after. As well as a couple others like the Zero Aura. But the rest I'm fixing to just give away. So come back. Jesse! Well, you all took your sweet time getting here. About to have to go over to Bros in a few, but wanted to stop. Oh, I know. I'm about to go in there too. That's why I streamed early, so I could be there in his stream. Never seen that box set. This is not Japanese. This is actually Korean. It's Korean Dark Phantasm, which is half of Lost Origin. The other, oh my goodness, Lost Abyss. Lost Abyss is another one. We were out. No worries. I hope you guys had fun while you were out. Shopping to do. Oh no. Did you find anything great? I like the box. It's pretty cool, right? I just love the Zubat. Like, it's all dark themed. Got the Gengi. Don't know what's happening down here. I think that's just Zoroark in his arm. Or Zoroark in his arm. Then they got the Basculin, the Manaphy, and the cutest Pikachu. We did stumble upon some cards. Ooh, which cards did you stumble upon? The Cutie Fly. No, that's not Cutie Fly. That's Beauty Fly. Rotom, Ghosty Boy. So yeah, looking forward to this. We are getting into this on Saturday is when we're getting into this. So Destined Rivals and Stellar Crown, excellent. I was out and about earlier today with Mike, and he did have that question. He said, anywhere else you want to go while I have you? And I almost wanted to go out hunting and looking, but it was 114 degrees outside right now. And being outside isn't something that you're just raring to do. And so I was like, nah, let's just go home. So, but I was able to get out. I didn't have to walk in it, so I didn't have to cook myself, which I often do. 114, gross. Yep, totally gross. 144 is also gross. Alright, that was stupid. Alright, we're going to remove RJ. I know that he's no longer in here. We're going to cancel this one. I'm going to start it up again. We'll do this a couple more times since I know Jesse and Maddie just got here and a few others. We'll go an exclamation point ghost, y'all. What we're doing is guess the artist. Pretty well. What I'll do is I'll show a card, and then I'll pick a winner. Winner gives me the name of the artist. If he can name the artist, then we'll put it in a stack. You get up to 5. You can trade in your reverse hollows for a hit in the hit card box. Or you can tell me, send me those reverse hollows, I need them. And then I will send them out, whichever one you want, either the hit card or the 5. And everybody is going to get one of these with it, which means I have a lot of drawing to do this weekend. I cannot name the artist, so I've definitely got two different ways to do it. So if you do want multiple choice, I'll happily give you multiple choice, and I'm going to do a lot better than I did in the last round with that. Because I just messed up a little bit. So you can name the artist, you can do it, because I think you know more than you think. What if it's Tomokazu Kamiya, Jesse, and it pops up? Honestly, I don't know if I have any Tomokazu in here, but you can do multiple choice. Okay. Ricardo, don't get me started on hoping to catch Pokemon cards in the wild when I did see some dude almost pushed and shoved to get in front of me. I remind you, I'm only 5'4", 5'5" on a good day. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Bye, y'all. Hop on over with Kev. Yep, that's exactly where we're going. Alright. Make sure I didn't have any blanks in there. Ooh, that's a good one. Alright, so we're gonna do a couple more, and then we're gonna bounce ourselves. I'm sorry that happened to you, Ricardo. I had to see something very similar. 2 occasions where elderly people were handing money to their kids and sending their kids into like the crowd to weasel in and get the product. And then I've also seen in turn like adults full fist fighting over product, and at that point I turned around and I said, you know what, it's not fun anymore. Like, I used to enjoy seeing product, I'm not going to fight for it. And so if I have to pay a little more in just the tax online, I'll do that. Not going to buy over MSRP for too much. So, but I do like those mystery packs, and I know that sometimes you can get like 3 random English packs for $15, and I used to do that a lot. And sometimes like 3 Paldean Fates packs would show up. They increased the price of those too, and the changed ownership, so I haven't really gotten them since then. But yeah, that's the things that I used to do. I can't stand the fighting either. Alright, here we go. Ledian. Gorgeous Ledian. Gonna close it. 5 people in there. Pick a winner. Halion. Well, Halion, if you're still here, who's the artist? And I can give you multiple choice if you need it. Uh-oh. Yes, please. All right. Masako Tome, Michiyohiro Irida, Dan Chow. Oh, I don't know 2 of those at all. Chow? Dan Chow? Is not Dan Chow. This one is Masako Tome. Or Tommy. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. Tommy, no, it is Tommy. JR. Great job. When the stars flicker in the night sky, it flutters about, scattering glowing powder. That is Tommy. Or is that Tommy? I'm sorry. Sage. So close, Alien. That's okay. That's okay. Because I've got plenty of the artists you do know in this stack. And I appreciate the ones guessing and taking it right on the chin, because I never said that you can't look it up. Alright. Let's do a couple more. Put Alien back. JR! Sorry, I should have showed the card first. Got this awesome low kicks. Give me a second. I didn't want to cheat. No, and I appreciate that. Huh. Okay. Multiple choice if needed. Yes, please. All right. Anasaka Dynamic. Michohiro Arita. Akagi. We're seeing a lot of these action shots, huh? It's kind of making it well known to me that many people draw in that same style. Akagi, says JR. It is Akagi. When it decides to fight all out, it stands on its previously folded legs to enter showdown mode. It neutralizes its enemies in short order. I don't know why I can just see this thing going, it's time for showdown mode! Thanks, Kev. Thank you. Appreciate you. And JR getting a card in the stack. Of course, I've got more than enough cards for you in a stack, bud, and they're all by Yukimori. Oh, Kev, we went to our local card shop last night as we were flipping through our binders. I was pointing out the cards that were in your Uta Artist Appreciation short. I remembered the cards. That's exactly why I do it. Exactly why I do it. So that when you see cards, you're like, I just saw this card and know who it is. But you know what's even more weird? We're going to put all three of you on here. I don't know if Jax and Jade are with you, JR, but we're going to put JR, Jax, and Jade on this card. But even more weird is I'm finding after I do the appreciation shorts, I'll see the cards that I shout out on other streams. And I'm like, no way, that card just came up when I just featured it last night. Another good thing about this game is when you get it wrong, you'll forever remember the answer. That is also true. You will forever remember the answer. If, yeah, that is so true. JR, Jax, Jade. Gotta Google told me no. Yes. Exactly. There was another one as well. I think it was in Rich Boys, but I made it a note to ask you about it, Haley, let me find it real quick. It's red. Alice came in and just owned that game, man. She was really good at it. But one could say that she's also an artist, so one could say, like, she studies the art too. Close to 3.5 hours. Yes, we're just about to end here. Alright, we're about to go raid Bro Rips. Yeah, it was the Marowak from Stellar Crown. And it was this one. It's Kochi 8i. And I know that we saw somebody else like that, and it was totally pronounced, like, as an actual name. And I was like, I have to ask Halian about that. And Jesse, I can't tell you how happy that makes my heart. I'm so excited for you. That's wild, right? Let me see if they have a page with the pronunciation. Yeah, that would be great. I was going to do that after stream, but what a weird one. That's a weird one, right? Kochietai. So I just said Kochietai. Looks like someone's password more than a name, right? Like they're like, enter the name on the illustration line. They're like, okay, here's my password. and they printed it. But I think what's more weird is I've also never seen this name before this card. Doesn't look like a it does look like a password, right? Everybody, don't make your password this. Their Twitter says it's Kuchia. 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 And yeah, that's one way you can read it. 8. Yeah. Kuchietai. Kuchia. Oh, okay. Is that a typo? I don't think so. How do you pronounce 8 in Japanese? Because I'm wondering if they're trying to do what we do here in English, where we're like, great, you know, GR and then the letter 8. So just replace 8 with ya. 8 ya. Cuchiocho. Cuchiocho. See, we're all learning something here. But Professor Rich Boy, I know that you said you didn't need them and whatnot, but I figured if you wanted to trade them in for a hit in the hit pile, you could when you get 5. Also not Kuchi. No, not that. I'm saying it wrong. Kochia. Kochii. Okay, that's my bad. Typically in yeah, I was thinking differently. I misread what you wrote, and I thought the I was separated by the C. So that's my bad. Kochii. Okay, now I'm slightly. Nah, there's no need to be embarrassed over it. It was an honest mistake, so. Hachi when saying 8, but yeah, when counting some things. Okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. Well, what we're gonna do is let me get into a poem real quick, and then we'll go and raid. And I really appreciate you spending this Juneteenth or Freedom Day here with me. Super appreciate it. If it's something you celebrate, I hope it was an amazing day. If it's something you do not, I hope you enjoyed your day regardless. 8 coochies. Oh, alien. Oh, alien. I'm so glad you guys can join. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the game. I was, not gonna lie, a little nervous because I know that I'm a little bit obsessive when it comes to the art. And appreciate you guys sharing my enthusiasm. That's so not right. That's not right. That's right. Something's wrong. Something's very wrong. I think I just have that backwards. ASMR with Kev, love it. Yeah, somebody made mention that it's very relaxing to watch sometimes, so I figured I'd do this real quick, just since it was all scrambled. It's kind of like a metaphor for my own brain. And all I'm trying to do is get my yellow cross up on top. Like that. Now we have one side. There we go. Remember that trick I taught y'all last time, to swap your edge pieces around. Just like that. And that's right. And this one's got to go back. Yeah, it puts me into a trance watching it. And I can't say that I hate that. That's right, that's right. Now it's all about the move. Oh yeah, the move. That was just something. Yeah, I'll blame the cube. When I was in junior high, a Rubik's Cube became trendy, so I got a Rubik's Cube. Tried to fit in, but the trend was over, so I just looked stupid. Can you do the Rubik's Cube? And Jess, I swear I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to show you how to do the Rubik's Cube. Boom, like a boss, like a boss. That is completely solved. So I'm going to read a poem. Of course, today's theme is never give up. Always keep going. No, I bought a shirt. Got it. What does the shirt say? Does it say my brain is 90% Rubik's Cube algorithms? Actually, I would have done it now, but it does take a little bit longer than 2 minutes. Is I've actually started to solve it one-handed. And that's just a challenge for me, so. Pinky in the brain, yes. Pinky in the brain. They're laboratory mice. Their genes have been spliced. Yarf. I wish those songs weren't copywritten. I think it was just a cue, but I don't remember. The trauma of being laughed at erased it. They laughed at you? I'd still wear it. That's just me, though. I would still wear it. You're full of tricks. I'm full of tricks. Not only that, but I can juggle, too. Alright, so let me see here. Yeah, so this one here and this one is more of a little bit close to home, and I want to apologize now for anything. This isn't anybody or anything in mind. This is more a reflection of me, myself, and the conversation I had with myself last night. It is by Edgar Guest, which has become a reoccurring theme on here as well. And this is a poem called On Quitting. And I wanted to share it with all of you, and then we're going to go and raid Bro Rips. I'll teach you how to do that too, Jesse. So this is On Quitting by Edgar Albert Guest. How much grit do you think you've got? Can you quit a thing that you like a lot? You may talk of pluck, it's an easy word, and wherever you go, it's often heard. But can you tell to jot or guess just how much courage you now possess? You may stand to trouble and keep your grin. But have you tackled self-discipline? Have you ever issued commands to you to quit things that you like to do? And then, when tempted and sorely swayed, those ridges ordered you have obeyed. Don't boast of your grit till you've tried it out, or prat to men of your courage stout, for it's easy enough to retain a grin. In the face of fight, there's a chance to win. But the sort of grit that is good to own is the stuff you need when you're all alone. How much grit do you think you've got? Can you turn from joys that you like a lot? Have you ever tested yourself to know how far with yourself your will can go? If you want to know if you have grit, just pick out a joy you like and quit. It's a bully sport, and it's open fight. It will keep you busy both day and night. For the toughest kind of game you'll find is to make your body obey your mind. And you'll never know what is meant by grit unless there's something you've tried to quit. Fossil is fire. What's up, Darker Bunnies? It's good to see you, fam. Damn. Yeah, that one I was reading it, and we've all had many things in our life, and granted, I do give a lot of credit to my son in helping me learn my own grit by quitting things that I really like to do, regardless of whether it was beneficial or not. And this isn't something that we're saying like, oh, you like playing video games? You won't have grit until you quit something you like. I think everybody here is adult enough to know and mature enough to know exactly what it is that I mean. It could be smoking a cigarette. It could be having too much coffee in the day, or not being able to get by without that one thing. And I want you all to know that you all have the power to overcome anything, but the hardest thing you'll ever find is making your body obey your mind. And I want you to know that we're here. We are here for you. And if there's ever anything you need, we got it, you got it. Haunter Hat goes hard too. I appreciate that, Darker Bunnies. I do appreciate that. I know it's backwards on stream, but I assure you it is correct in life. And I am going to work on getting other hats, but this one, it's always with me. It's kind of like my cranium costume. It's my security blanket. It keeps my thoughts in my head. And it keeps the shine out of your guys' eyes. Bulb, my eyes. I would like to quit working. It's bad for my mind. Oh yeah, alien. And on the reels too, if it is, it might be something to look into. Not quitting your job, but like maybe talking to somebody about it. So if you need advice or guidance, or if something at work is troubling you, or if you're having a conflict, I happily offer any guidance and support, although I can't promise I can fix anything for anybody. But I do promise you that I will do my best to make things seem a little brighter. And that was my reminder yesterday, is it all comes down to choice. And yesterday I didn't have to be mad at, the fact that everything wasn't going my way. But I chose to be angry about it, and that's why I say that I failed my mental yesterday. It's because I chose to be angry over something petty like that. And some could say that jobs are meant to be stressful, and my dad would say something quippy and witty like, well, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be work. It's like, well, yeah, but it shouldn't be stressful either. My conflict is I hate working in the average tech pro. Okay, fair enough. I think that we all, I don't hate working per se, but the groundhog effect of working, like the Groundhog's Day effect, it does come into play. A little bit of like, oh my god, I did this, great, reset, great, tomorrow it's all there again. And I think just finding ways to make sure that you can, if you can, I don't know what y'all do, I know what you do, Alien, but if you can, do these things I like to call brain break or juice bar time. And I call it that because after you do a hard workout, oftentimes you'll go to the juice bar after to replenish, revitalize, get your energy back. And I started thinking, like, what is something in my day that helps me just get my energy back that isn't an energy drink or a cup of coffee? Food helps a lot. And food is something that if I'm ever feeling a little down and I'm feeling a little draggy, like, I'll eat and keep that energy up. But I'll play games, I'll do voices, I will make people laugh. That's how I combat my stressful days. I make people smile. But I do hold on to stress a lot, and repressing stress isn't good either, and some could say that stress is very dangerous. So if you are feeling that stress and you do need to talk, just understand that we are all here for you, and we have a beautiful community, not just here, but in every stream that you can think of. From Rocket Scott to Kitty O'Game to Bro Rips to ALB to Ian with Ian to DPM to Gonzo to so many other people that I just am so privileged to know and have in my life and inspire me to keep going. And I promise to me and myself that I will never fail my mental again, because I have all of you. So with that, y'all, I appreciate you letting me be me for 3.5 hours. You guys helped me a lot, and you helped me more than you know, Jesse, you and Maddie G. And even just seeing your energy, seeing your guys' energy on screen together, and the chemistry that you both possess, as well as the positivity it exuberates, it's not only inspiring, but it's something that can change the world, and I feel like you guys need to be at 100,000 subscribers. So, store manager and coworkers seem like to steal product and a lot of paperwork and looking at videotapes. How much dollar amount? That's so crappy, Ricardo. I'm sorry. It is extensive, especially when it's just like pointless stuff. Darker Bunnies, I appreciate you, fam. We're going to be streaming again on Saturday at our normal time. We've been on a little bit early today, but promise, Saturday we're right back. You're too kind, Kev. We feel the same about you. Well, let's keep that positivity going, and I appreciate you guys staying with me. I hope I was able to impact your day a little bit for the positive. And if I could, you're the best, Kev. Oh, you guys are the best for real. And I feel like I've got more than family with y'all. And you ever just have that connection of like, I'm gonna know these guys the rest of my life, and I'm okay with that. I feel that with a lot of you. So thank you all for being you, and I couldn't be me. Ricardo, I appreciate you coming in. I think this is the first time that I've seen you hang out and in the chat, man. Come back, please, because you had a very, like, you fit right in. So always come back, man. Can I have Halian? I think you're my only mod. If you can you grab Bro Rip's stream for me right quick? Or Matt Gooch if you happen to be lurking in the back. If you can just pop that in there. And yes, I appreciate you all. And remember, go out and get everything that you do want to get. No worries, Alien. I appreciate you. Don't let anything stop you. If you want to learn the Rubik's Cube, learn the Rubik's Cube. If you want to learn to juggle, learn to juggle. If you want to get that job that you've always wanted, go out and get it. Don't let anything stop you. If something deters you, understand that your path changed. That doesn't change the destination. And you can always do that through peace, love, and Pokemon. So with that, super appreciate you all. Halian posted the link. Let's go raid Bro Rips and do a ghosty raid. Hang out there, which I've been missing a lot lately, which is why I streamed a little bit earlier. But I appreciate and love you all, and thank you all for believing in ghosts. I will see you next time for sure. Thank you.